in just 1 second.
Okay,
Oh
Bren.
my gosh. Okay.
All right, we're live.
All right, welcome to Plot episode 7.
Wait, are we live?
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh yeah, okay, we're live. Okay, welcome to Plot episode 7. We did not have an episode last week because of Thanksgiving. So this week we're gonna be going double the double the games, double the fun. How
Awesome.
we feeling? Introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Amara. I play for DRG. No,
Yeah, perfect. No notes.
Hi, Amara.
That's good.
Hi, I'm Amara. I'm currently grabbing something right now.
I also was. We're so prepared.
Okay.
World's most prepared.
Since my guests here are unable to speak for themselves,
I'll
I will
introduce
them. We
myself.
have-
I'm H.
Okay.
I am a furry. I'm the guy who runs the show. I'm the best. I am awesome.
Good stuff.
I'm Linus. I'm the one who fills in for H when he's gone.
Dang.
It's my side bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plows snow. If you didn't know.
On the side, yeah.
And I'm Pi, so everybody
Awesome.
knows that though. All right, so let's get
Whether
started.
they like
We
it or not.
have the first game we're talking about. Looks like there's no notes here, but JG versus SLLY.
Well, hold
I'm
on
not gonna say
1
anything.
second. We have to. You just completely. What do we do at the beginning of every episode, Pi? Come on. You gotta talk about what's going on during the episode. You can't just skip right into it.
No, everybody knows the format, man. Everybody knows the format. We're popular enough
W
like
host.
that.
W host.
L host.
No, this is
I might take.
production didn't
I
put
might.
it on the dock.
I might take away your hosting privileges.
Aw,
I'm
Because
not-
because
I'm not gonna
people
buy you
people know
VMix.
the format, but people don't know that we are going over the games over the past 2 weeks because there was not an
That's what you
episode last
said.
week. No, that's not what you said.
That's what I just said that. I literally just said that. I
Guys,
said we're
I'm
going
rage
over
baiting
double the games because we didn't have an episode last week because of Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
literally recording right now. Pull it up.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
All right, let's go. All right. We can get into the first game, I suppose.
okay.
Well, the first game we'll talk about
Jeez.
is going to be a blowover, right?
That's right. So JG or SLLY. It was my game. What are y'all's thoughts on it first? Because I don't want to talk about myself too much because, I'm just too cool.
Boring.
Amara?
I mean, I feel like SLLY really kept to their name. They were silly. Pearl was certainly a comp. This tournament, while it's maybe not professional play, people try to play somewhat conventional comps most of the time. So putting Angus on Reyna, who was mostly solo lurking across the map, playing a very ranked Reyna, was a little surprising, and it was a little silly. I mean, I suppose you guys are playing against JDG, who's considered probably the best team, or one of the
LeBron,
best
yep.
teams in the entire tournament. So I understand picking out something that's maybe unorthodox and might catch them out. But I think ultimately that kind of you guys shot yourself in the foot there.
You guys are ass.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the lurking Reyna. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it was the fact that he picked Reyna, but Angus wasn't playing his best that day. I kind of wonder what it would have looked like if Angus was playing better. But maybe the fact that he was on Reyna trying to do things himself, was part of the fact. Was part of the reason he wasn't shooting as well. I don't know. Definitely glad that they didn't keep up with that. But yeah, I think SLLY very one-dimensional, and JDG, like you said, one of the best teams in the tournament. So pretty cut and closed case.
Yeah, both me and Angus were not having a very good day that day either, just in general. And the general team coordination was not up there. So yeah. Tragic
I think-
game.
I think our question was answered too, because I think it was last episode or whenever there was the question of will Pi's Waylay look as good as it did when he was playing with JP with the double entry, and it definitely didn't. So
Well, that's in this game. Next game though.
Yeah,
That
this.
stays pretty good.
I mean, we can just skip to it because Loki is not allowed to talk
Yeah.
about JDG silly.
Exactly.
JDG just
No.
It was a blowout. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go to the cooler, more fun SLLY game. SLLY versus Crew.
Yeah, silly. versus Crew. All right,
Well,
I'm gonna ask you this, Pi, because you
okay.
experienced it. How stressful was this for you? Because if I recall, 11, 13, 16, 14.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I don't get stressed out about games ever. I only stay locked in and focused. But there was a point where I didn't look at the score line for a bit, and I looked at the score line, and I was like, "Oh shoot, this is this is close. This game's close. This is not what we expected. This is actually hard." So, but we brought it out in the end. 16-14 on Pearl, and then 13-11 on Split. So yeah, it worked out. We win. That's what matters.
Why do you think what's it called? Why do you think Crew pushed you so hard? Is my I'll ask different questions. But
I think they turned up for sure. This time they did turn up. We just shot a little better. We had a little bit better game plan, I'd say, but they were shooting like who is it? Who's on their team that was absolutely shooting this game? Their Reyna Pat Rat was going. Oh, okay.
nice shot, Pi.
We're
Yeah, I
playing on
think
loop.
that was
putting
another
on-
discussion that we were having, was Reyna switching over to the Fat Rat from the Sky, I believe
Reyna
it was.
switching over to the Fat Rat.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But no, I think the comfort pick definitely proved to be the best choice there. So Fat Rat was looking a lot better, and I think was needed as far as Crew is concerned. And yeah, they don't get the win, but I think I'm a little nervous for SLLY, just based on that game.
Nervous for us.
Amara,
We're
what
Yeah, I know
do
they could-
you.
I wanna ask.
I have a question for SLLY,
Okay,
like,
okay.
and Pi specifically,
Mhm.
because you were in the team. Like,
Yeah.
how was it playing with Longclaw? Because I know he was subbing. And he's not
Oh,
traditionally
I
on his team.
love Long Claw,
And
man.
I don't
That
mean
guy
to
is
say negative
great.
about anyone else, or I don't even
Uh-huh.
remember who exactly he was subbing for. But like, I've played with him in the past, and I feel like he's a very steadying voice and presence in a team. He's a very reliable player. Like, he's not usually at the top of the leaderboard, and he's almost never at the bottom of the leaderboard. And he plays very, very well with the supportive utility. And do you think that maybe that was a factor why you guys were able to push these really tough matches over the line that you guys have maybe historically struggled with in the past?
I think for sure he clutched out like a few of our rounds for us. Like it was like entirely just on him. He just clutched out those rounds, and like like you said, he's just a very solid fundamental player. Like his double swings are good. His thought processes for like what timings to take and stuff are really good. He was a joy to play with, honestly.
I have.
Oh, and the other clip. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. W raise.
Hey, I MVP'd this map.
I want to call
Okay.
SLLY out a little bit. I think.
Okay.
Am I wrong in saying that 3 of the 4 games that they've won have been with the sub?
Yes, we've only won with subs, I think.
Yeah, which is
No, except for the first one against DRG.
yeah, but that's like,
Not really, didn't happen. Can't hurt me.
I feel like it's so. I don't know. I
Here's
feel like
my theory.
SLLY's a bit of a
Here's my
fraudulent team because you can only
No,
win
no,
with
no.
subs, and you barely
me
beat the
out.
worst team in the league with the sub at that.
If we had a 6-man roster where it was either me or Lore playing,
I think
we'd win.
it's chemistry. I think
As long as
I
bo-
low
as
key
long as
think
we're
it's
both
just
not at the same time.
I low key think it's just a chemistry thing. That's what I think it's boiling down to, because I think every time it's either you or Lore who's subbing out and you guys are winning, but every time you two play with each
That's what I
other,
just said. Yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. SLLY might be cooked. They might be
No.
cha.
No. We'll talk about it later, but the EMEA game, you don't know what's gonna hit you.
I think this is good for Crew though. I mean, I know it's not looking good stats wise for like making playoffs, but they're still LCQ as well. Like I think they showed positives.
Yeah,
I think they just need to
They look
kind of
I
build
think-
on
they
that.
gotta lock in.
They're-
Amiable's looking
yeah,
better, which is good.
They're playing, yeah. and Fat Rat a lot better on the comfort role as well. And they're playing better as a team as well. So I think with just a little bit more strategy, perhaps, then they could definitely do a lot better.
I just think it's once they start shooting. I mean, I think Masao and Amiable are finally coming into form because that's what Art needs. I mean, Art is their third highest rated player, but he's been like, I don't want to say the most consistent, but he's definitely been like banging with how like he will explode or he will play like shit. And when Art is going crazy, he needs that support. And Amiable and Masao haven't been able to give that to him. But Amiable in the last Wood game, which of course we'll talk about later, Amiable was playing pretty good. Like he wasn't playing fantastic. He wasn't playing as good as an Ascendant I think should be playing, but he was not playing terrible by any means. He was able to get some very good individual plays. I just gotta wait for Masao to just lock in. Once Masao locks in, Crew will be a way better team. Playoff team, probably not. I mean, they've got such a fucking hill to climb if they want to be a playoff team. Yeah. But they could theoretically chip some damage in, and like they could be a big decider in like who makes playoffs and who doesn't if they start shooting.
Mm-hmm. All right,
so,
let's move on to the next game. Wing versus Koi. This one was also a giga banger.
Yeah, we can talk about. I know I put this one in italics, but we can talk about this one a lot. I don't mind. But
this was
I was gonna say Amara should take the reins because you did some you did some studying.
Yeah, but they don't want to expose too much about their prep though. So whatever you want to share.
Are DRG playing? No, DRG aren't playing either of them. Is Amara here?
No, but in the future though.
Amara's PC crashed.
Oh,
let's keep talking about Crew then, Loki.
Okay, that's
because I mean we could talk about Wing and Koi maybe a little bit, but I just want to mention, who's the other silver player? Terry is Loki kind of a banger silver player, no?
Yeah, that's right. He's there. I feel like all the bottom ranks so far have really turned up.
I remember
has dropped the ball like they did in season 1.
I'm not
gonna say who.
First time I saw Terry, he diffed claps on bind. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever. He's low-key really good. Terry's really good. I like this Crew team. I know this Crew team is 0-6, but I really like this Crew team. Like I think that they can pack a fucking punch if Amiable and Masao show up. I think this whole team depends on what they could do because Art's proven himself. I know he might not. I know he's inconsistent, but he's proven that he can play good. We just gotta wait for the other two to have some sort of pop-off performance. Like I want to see Amiable on the Duelist. I want to see Art on secondary Duelist. I want to see Masao on like Senti. I know Masao is like an initiator player,
Fat Rat's
but
on the Duelist though.
Fat Rat's on Reyna. I don't know. Just get them on some sort of role where they can like activate themselves and shoot.
Just let them play the wing comps. Put them Chamber, Clove, Reyna, Jet,
yeah, that's exactly what they need.
Sova. Yeah, just do
if they get that, then
welcome back.
Yeah, I think Crew are just like they're like an engine. They're like all the different pieces of an engine, and somebody who doesn't know what the heck they're doing is trying to build this engine.
But now, keep going. I want to hear this.
Now, like Fat Rat on the Reyna, like now we brought out the book, we brought out the manual. Now we're learning where these parts go. We're like slowly rebuilding the engine. You know, all the parts are there. They're all like top tier parts. They're brand new. We just got to put them in the right spot. So I think that's what Crew needs to do. Like you were saying, like they just put the right people in the right spot. I think they have everything they need. They look like theoretically they should be a really good team.
They've also faced, we've said this before, but they've also like only faced top tier teams. Like not necessarily like, you know, top tier teams always, but like most of the games so far have
they've
teams. Yeah,
they've already played they've only played teams that are higher on the leaderboard than them.
Exactly, yeah. Well, they've also been on the leaderboard.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
But
well, that's what I'm saying. Like from this point on, low key, they're always going to be playing.
It can only go up.
Right.
Who are they playing this
week?
They're playing
MIBR.
Which is MIBR's 1-4. Listen.
Yep, they get to play potential man team.
Yeah, now's there's a chance to prove themselves, I guess.
All right, now that Amar is back, we can now probably go to the actual topic that we wanted to go to.
Wing versus Koi.
We were handing off the reins to you, Amara, before you rudely left us.
Before my PC
Before
brutally
your
crashed.
PC
Yeah.
bricked,
Brutally
yes.
crashed.
But
Bro built its PC for somebody else, but can't build their own PC.
No. It's the new Windows update. It's fucking with my drivers, so I had to restart my PC and boot into Linux. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Okay, go on.
Yeah. I think mostly in this series, I just want to talk about that. Like, I think this is a really good series. Wing is a really solid team. I think at times they've been a little one-dimensional, relying around Claps and to a lesser extent Cyclone as kind of like, really heavy fraggers who tend to play a very small agent pool, right? They tend to play a lot of ranked agents. You talk about Clove, sometimes Jet for Claps, and almost exclusively Chamber in the case of Cyclone.
almost.
100%.
He may choose to play something else at some point.
He literally only plays Chamber. I think.
Yeah. I said almost exclusively because what if maybe he plays Reyna one game? I don't know.
Oh my god, I would cry.
And I think Koi has also been a team that's kind of struggled, right? Like they've been a kind of a around 500 team. They put up some good games, but they've also had some stinkers.
They lost to us.
And yeah, fair
Your
point.
team is not bad.
Well,
And I think they gave it a really good showing, right? Like they had Hoscon subbing in, if I recall.
Mhm.
And they were able to take Wing's pick 13-10 in I would say fairly convincing fashion. I don't think it was the cleanest match, but I feel like they played pretty well. And then kind of the inverse was the case on the next map of Bind. I felt like it was a reasonably close game, a 13-7, and Claps had a really good game and he won it out. And then we had kind of one of the best maps I think of the whole the whole season. In Split map 3, I think Split's been a continued very good map to watch, and it went 14-12 in a map 3, and didn't Claps he had like 38 or 39 kills, like
yeah, Claps had to get the kill record to win.
Yeah, he had the then kill record that got later tied, and I think that was a great kind of microcosm of both these teams' seasons, and also I thought it was just a great series. Yeah, how about you guys?
Yes. Cyclone definitely had a slow start. Map 1 though. He was 1-11, I think it was.
Yeah.
No, wait, am I missing? Yeah.
I think it was
Something like that.
it was something around 1-11.
He couldn't get it off.
Yeah.
He couldn't get started on Sunset, which like the last time they played Sunset, it was his show. He was the entire show for the last Sunset they played. So him not showing up in this Sunset, I think they could have closed it out 2-0 if Cyclone showed up and Claps had shown up more in Sunset.
Yeah,
and then they did close out the series.
I remember right before that Sunset game, I was like, I was gassing Cyclone the fuck up because he played like 2 ranked games beforehand. I think one of them was on Sunset, and he went nuclear. Like he went like 28-6 or something. And I was like, oh my god, don't let this guy play Sunset. He's gonna fry. And I check halfway through the game, and he's like 2-13, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like,
was
what
he on
the hell?
Watch?
No, he wasn't on Pie Watch. I think he got a
Watch,
string
yeah.
of a couple kills after that, but
Yeah.
it was ugly.
Yeah.
It was fugly.
Linus, any thoughts?
I think it was a good game from Koi, even if they didn't win. I think they definitely were like able to capitalize on the fact that Wing was struggling a little bit towards the beginning. So, like I know the previous game before that, Koi hadn't looked very good. I think it was SLLY actually.
Yeah, it was silly game.
yeah.
The EMEA game. No, they played the EMEA game first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, silly EMEA. Core.
So, yeah, I think they were definitely struggling a little bit in their previous game. So, and it's, again, don't get the win, but I think they at least look better in this game.
I want to ask this. Early in the season, Koi looked really strong, and now they've lost 4 in a row. What does this mean for them? Are they still big in your minds, or are they not? They're a little bit less so now.
Lucas slowed down. Lucas slowed down hella. That's why they're struggling so much. Knight can't provide all that fragging. Well, he can. Clearly shown by that one fucking
3
Karud
aces.
game. But like it's not Knight's fragging is not consistent, and neither is Abstract's. And when you take a look at just in general how Koi play, it's a little like, I don't want to say disconnected, but they rely a lot on sort of like individual
Big hero
fragging.
plays.
Yeah.
I think it is very disconnected. I think the
Oh,
way they play is very disconnected.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
like I think like I don't, I think without Lucas I don't think this team is good. I think Abstract needs to get more aggressive if Lucas isn't handling it very well, which in the past couple of series he hasn't. Like Lucas hasn't been fragging to the point where we literally thought he was like Jesus Christ the first 3 games he played because he was playing so good. But it's just a matter of other people needing to step up. I still think they're in that false sense of security of like, oh yeah, Lucas can do it. Like we don't have to worry about it. But since he's not, I think Koi is just taking a real backpedal to like. I don't think Knight and Abstract are ready to hold up the weight that Lucas was holding by himself, and because of that, that's why they're struggling. I think. I don't think Valencia and Cat's Meow can do a lot. I know Valencia can frag out, but it's inconsistent, and Cat's Meow is just like, I mean,
Just normal silver.
Yeah, normal
bomb
silver
rank player.
performance. It's not like anything you can deal with. So I think they just need to kind of pick up the weight a little bit, and if they can do that, then they'll be better. But again, they just need to stop relying on Lucas so much to drop like 30 a map to win.
Amar, thoughts?
Yeah, I really agree with that. I feel like, you know, they don't have maybe the deepest strat book or the best like micro teamwork as some of the other top teams do, which is I think why they've so consistently won as many games as they have. And they kind of rely on 2 of the 3 of those 3 players being Abstract, Knight, and Lucas to perform. And if you have 2 of those 3 performing really well throughout a series, I feel like they tend to win, right? Like I think the 2-0 against ZIRC was a great example of those 3 were all firing, and they beat one of the best teams in the league pretty handily, right? They have the fragging, but when they're not on all the way, they kind of tend to play these close matches that they seem to kind of not be able to close out. And I think like a good example is I have some clips here that I was looking towards that were kind of a good example of, I feel like maybe their like game plan and decision making isn't the best at times. I think this also is kind of true of Wing, but like there was a lot of rounds on Split where it was a very defensive sided split throughout the whole series, and I felt like they did a lot of these A rushes, and then you would see them like get on the site and they might trade one out, the top one, they're just would like they just would not take any further map space. They would never take heaven or ramp, and they would like never take screens or CT. And so you'd see these rounds where they would like run into site. They might kill one, they might die, lose one, right? So it's usually like a 4v4 post plant, and they just like tape no map space. They don't know where they want to go, and they're not even playing like drilled enough to have like really consistent trades even on the site. And so they just kind of get overwhelmed. And I feel like those are the sorts of things where it's like if you can't frag yourself out of it, you're going to lose most of these rounds, right?
Mhm.
And I felt like these were the kinds of rounds that had they been a little bit better about, they would have won this series.
There's the A exit constant and like no space take reminds me of the Wood. I know we're gonna mention this game later. Wood ZIRC split. Like Wood just slammed A almost every round, and I'll say almost every round, but a lot of the times it was like a 5v5 post plant for Wood, and Wood could not hold the site for shit. That's because of the lack of map space, like you said. And I think it's very similar in this case where it's like you need to take more space. Like they just sit on site and they don't do anything. I don't know if you noticed in that last clip, but Knight had the bomb and he was the only person that tried to go up ramp. And because
I was gonna point that out.
he
No
just-
communication there.
Yeah, you just died, and it was like I don't necessarily know what they're doing, but I mean shit fuck a wee ball.
Yeah, and hell, I mean, this clip right here is the exact same thing, but from Wing. They do the same thing. I think later in this clip, they at least seem to kind of try. Like they realize, oh, we need to take map space. But if you look at it, they have like one going heaven and one going screens, and they kind of just like give ones and die. And I feel like there's been a lot of teams that do this, but these 2 teams in particular would like, you kind of need something more than just sight on a lot of these on a lot of sites, but particularly on Split. Like if you don't have Heaven or CT, I feel like you kind of just get put in the blender.
Yeah. I think along with what you guys saying, like, oh, 2 out of the 3 have to show up, I think it also doesn't help that they're trying to play the shooter comps, but like I said, 2 of 3 of them have to show up, and they can't out strategize the other team if their players aren't shooting. Because like sometimes if your team's not shooting, you can still outthink them. You can still absolutely just go like play super slow and get the right site and hit the right site and hit flood retake, perfect timing. But if you have a full shooter comp, you're just overall lower on util, and that's just a little bit harder to do if your team's not shooting.
They just remind me. They just remind me of a successful crew. I feel like this is just
yeah,
crew,
that's what
but
I was
it's
gonna
gone
say,
right. I feel like crew is. Call me crazy, but I feel like if crew had everyone shooting, they would be better than Koi.
Exactly. If Koi goes back to being util focused, I think it would be perfect.
I think they would be way better. Yeah,
switch.
they have. I think, like, yeah, it's the only problem is Knight being on such high ping. I feel like if Knight wasn't on such high ping, then he'd be able to shoot, and it would be way easier.
Put him on the neon. Let him swing.
No, his neon is terrible. His neon is so bad. Oh my god, his neon is so bad. Don't. It's so bad.
High ping.
No, we 13-4'd them on Pearl when he played neon. It was so bad that EP was clipping them. Our silver 1 player was clipping Knight. That's how bad it was.
Have you ever considered EP stick out?
That is true. EP was like he was like Grandmaster in Overwatch.
Yeah, hasn't all of your team aced at this point?
Me?
One of your teams
No.
on the one? Yeah, your entire team is aced, right?
I think I'm the only person on my. You think Igneous Slow Ready would ace?
I think they have. I feel like
I'm
messing with. There's a team out there that aced all their players.
It's probably Wing because Cyclones aced.
I thought Slow Ready aced. I thought.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I thought
did.
Slow Ready aced. Fun thinking.
But yeah, no one
Anyways.
else on my team did. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, let's.
All right, let's go into your game, H. TS versus Wood.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Let's talk about the most important about this game. The 40-minute tech pause. H, what was happening?
So I'm gonna preface this by saying this is not an excuse. My team doesn't care enough to make like excuses as to why we lose. So everyone on my team was having tech problems, and I think other than Igneous. So the game started. Slow's game crashed as soon as the game started. Like he picked Omen, locked the agent, boom, crash. So he loads back up, and then Shadow starts DCing. So we're like, okay, what the fuck? At this point, we're talking with Wood, and we're basically saying, like, yo, you guys want to start a Codenames game? We started a Codenames game because it was taking so long. Or at least we tried to. It kind of fell apart because Igneous and Tegnyaku kept using different lobbies or whatever. I don't know. But so Slow's game kept crashing, and then when Slow would come back, Shadow would start DCing, right? So we go back and forth. Slow crashes and resets his PC like twice. Seems to be working fine. Shadow's lagging a little bit, but it's fine. EP started having problems too, but we kind of just like ignored it. We were like, whatever, right? We play one round, and then my parents call me down to eat dinner. So I had to pause, and I got into like a little bit of an argument with them, and I was like, yo, I can't pause right now. We have to go. I'm in the middle of this, and they were like, fine, you can eat later, whatever. So we keep playing, and everyone we kept having tech problems. Like Slow and Shadow kept partially DCing. Slow kept spiking to 100 ping.
On Abyss, yeah.
No, it was on Sunset Abyss. It was kind of just everywhere. I was only like minorly lagging. Mine wasn't really that bad. EP was lagging pretty bad too. He kept teleporting. There's a specific round that I want to highlight. It might take me a second to find on Abyss where Shadow has the bomb and we're asking him to plant and his game crashed. Yeah. I don't know what round it was, but
I think that's what I'm thinking of, yep.
I need to find it. You're gonna need to give me some time. But yeah, we asked Shadow to plant the bomb and we kinda the game just crashed and we were like, well, fuck our Chungus lives, I guess. I don't remember what round it was though.
Besides the tech pauses, what do we think about the actual game itself? Because from what I remember, Ingenious on the Reyna and Mapdu was pretty good to watch. So, what do we think?
Oh, I found it.
Oh, okay, never mind. Here.
Hold on. It's just really quickly. So, yeah, you can see right here, he's planting the bomb, and he stops. He's not moving. And nothing's happening. and we're all like, why isn't the bomb down? Well, it's because he's like, I think you can see Slow is just like waiting for him to drop the bomb. Like neither of my teammates have any idea what's going on. And I think I think we win. I
We
think
still win this round.
no, we
You
don't
still
win
the
this round. Do we? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you guys do. I think it's the round.
I don't
Oh, no,
remember
I'm
this.
lying. Yeah,
I was casting this game.
I
I'll have
remember
to
that. That
go-
was the one I was thinking
I'll have to
of.
go
I was
back and
saying-
see what I was saying, but
Yeah,
I don't think I noticed that.
There was a couple rounds. There was the round also where I tapped the bomb like 200 fucking times and we almost lost a
Yeah.
1v4.
We thought you
Yeah.
were trolling,
Yeah.
but I guess
We
that was the
were
delay
we
for
no
the-
no no we
Oh,
were
okay.
I was trolling. I was full on like
Okay.
tapping the bomb, not planting.
Okay. Besides the trolling, besides tech pauses, what do we actually think of the game though? Let's talk about we don't have to talk about the play itself, but what does this mean for both teams? Does Wood look good, especially with this win here?
I'll let you guys talk. I mean,
I think Wood can look good. I think they're a very up and down team. I don't really know like what makes them click when they're performing better. But I think they're a decent team. I think the same with TS. Like I think TS could probably look better than they do. To be honest, wasn't it Wood who ended up winning this one?
yeah.
Yeah, Wood
Yeah,
won
so-
map 1 and 3.
Yeah, so I think I seen the notes. Any hope left for TS? I think TS are doing what maybe not all the teams are doing, but every team should be doing, which is having fun. So like,
Yeah, cough, a few teams.
so in the end, who's the real winner? But I think as far as like actually winning on the leaderboard, I think there is hope for TS, and I think there's hope for Wood. Like, I think it'll be the form of the LCQ. Like, I don't think there's hope for them making playoffs, but yeah, they're decent teams.
Amara?
Yeah, I think I kind of agree. I think TS kind of realized that we just should kind of play loose and have fun and live and die by that. And I think that they might actually find more success with that, like that lightheartedness. They're also playing a lot more unorthodox compared to a lot of the teams, and I think this series was a great example of it. Like, I don't really know who's calling, but just kind of a little bit of my interaction with Little Thighs and a good amount of ranked with like Snowfall, I feel like they have a pretty standard thought process on how to play the game, and I think they showed their success. Like Thighs is a great player, and I think that they have some pretty solid supporting cast members, and they kind of rolled in Sunset, right? 13-1 is very dominant, and as soon as the unorthodox kind of silly mode came out, like I feel like they were lost. Like they just didn't know what to do and how to play around it, and they were just getting like it's a great example. Like Snow is just literally running full sprinting with the Phantom at people, and instead of standing your ground and shooting, they're all panicking and running away, right? Like I think is a good example of like clearly they were shook, and obviously they played another match later next week that I think was a little more encouraging. But I think Wood in particular really does have the potential. The one thing I will say is that, I think Snowfall and Tenyaku are kind of the X factor for this team. Like I think Little Thighs is a very consistent player. He doesn't die early. He's very consistent. He's a late round player. He has good supportive utility.
He's a baiter.
And he's had a lot of really good clutches. And when Snowfall and or Tenyaku perform really well, this team I think will do really good, right? They don't have like a lot of these teams. They put their best players on duelist a lot, right? Or hard carry roles. And this team is kind of not that way, right? They put their scan and flash initiator as their best player by a large mark. And so putting Tenyaku, who I think is what gold 1, maybe, right? He's
But
low gold.
they're
Yeah, low
sandbagging though. They don't play.
Yeah,
enough. They're,
10
like,
is
flat.
10's very good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But still, right? Like most teams are putting an Ascendant or an Immortal on the ranked on the role. Someone who often has very good decision making and mechanics, right? On a pretty consistent level. And I think if he can perform well, this team will go as far as he can, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yo.
who goes? We're in the
Who
middle
goes
of
there?
recording and streaming right now, Eva.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh shit. Do you want to
We're
be
gonna
on
leave?
Bronze Babble? You want to weigh in on an opinion real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
Is there any hope left for for TS? For
Is there
Tequila
any hope
Sunrise?
left for TS? Oh, I guess.
I mean,
Damn.
HP with HP and Q, I kind of have to say yeah, no.
Go. No, you can go ahead and play me. I don't
No,
give a shit.
this is a safe space. You can be honest.
Yeah, you can be
Yeah, it's a
honest.
safe space.
Who have you played? Let me check.
We've played Wood,
Played
EMEA,
Wood, Koi,
DRG.
EMEA, DRG, and Wing. You've only beaten Wooden Fence. So
No,
you're
we've only beaten Koi.
playing-
We lost to Wood.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, right. I misread the chart. Dang it. Honestly doable. Honestly doable.
I'll take it. Low
You-
key.
All right.
You can make playoffs. I believe.
I'll low
playoff.
key take it.
Thank you for this professional opinion, Eva.
Thank you for your
You're
professional
welcome, you're
opinion, Eva. We will.
All right,
With
I'm gonna
that-
finish the season that I'm watching, and then I'm gonna go to bed at 4 a.m.
All right. Have a
Cool.
good night.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, have fun. Bye bye.
Bye. Low key forgot to
Alright.
change
Okay,
the
before
size
we
of
move
the
on-
channel. My bad.
Yeah.
Get jump scared.
Yep. Before we move on to this next game, I know we have a few representatives here, one from each side. So before we get into this, I want me and H need to talk a little bit about this game. H,
Go
what do you think about this
Um,
DRG versus EMEA game?
Before we go into the DRG game, I do want to mention one last thing about Wood. I think this entire team relies on Snowfall playing good because this guy has been ass. Like, holy shit, he's been
This
bad.
this guy doesn't buy Paranoia per first round on pistol round as Omen.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
no,
why Astro won trick.
Snowfall.
What the hell?
Isn't Snowfall like the lowest rated diamond in the tournament?
Wait.
He,
No.
No paranoia.
Oh, he
on,
used to be.
on pistol
pistol.
round?
He doesn't buy Paranoia on pistol.
Listen,
Okay,
all I'm gonna say,
that's not
is,
the
as
worst.
long as Snowfall plays good, I think it's doable. But he's got to play good,
Yeah,
and he
Igneous
hasn't.
is the lowest.
Oh,
He
Igneous is
gotta
the
be-
lowest.
yeah.
That makes sense. But listen, as long as Snowfall plays good, I think they'll be good. But that is a big if at this point because my brother does not shoot. Anyways, we could talk about DRG versus EMEA.
Okay.
You can give your opinion.
We
first,
talked
Ty,
about
and then,
okay.
I'll
Absolute banger of a game. This was, so leading up to this game, we've known that these two teams are the smart teams of the tournament. There's the shooter teams on one hand. We have teams that shoot. So we have JG and Wing and the like. And on the other hand, we have smart teams, which basically consist of just DRG and EMEA.
and DRX.
And these are both and DRX. Oh yeah, but they also got Iz, who
True.
shoots like 10,000. So,
Wait.
Yeah.
True.
but leading up to this game, both teams are known for being smart here, and they like to prep. But leading up to this, from what I hear, we know is that EMEA have a new player, so DRG weren't able to prep as well for this. So this was gonna
Well,
be an interesting game, and it was.
I can weigh in a lot. EMEA did not prep for this game at all. I know that. Caleb told me he did no prep.
Talk like these two aren't here.
Alright.
Talk like these two aren't here.
No, I am. Caleb told me he did no prep for this game, which is a little out of the normal for him because he usually likes to do a lot of prep. Amara did 4 hours of prep right before the game, which was fucking crazy. Like, I can't believe you commit that much time to a single game in the tournament. But, I mean, that's probably what pushed him over the edge, low-key. And also, the fact that Lenovo played super, super good on Corrode. He IGL'd as well, and his IGLing was phenomenal. Like, he was IGLing for his lurks a lot, and it was just working incredibly. EMEA was never expecting it, and that's also a part of like the no anti. I mean, EMEA is a very like heavily reliant on anti and like IGLing being methodical, I guess one might say. And they didn't have that necessarily because no anti, no prep, new map for DRG. And then, I mean, to point out the elephant in the fairly small sized room, Pavel played like dog shit. Like, he was
Yeah.
so unbelievably
Babble.
bad. I can't believe that the
Don't
games
put
were
this guy
even
in
that
chamber.
close. No, it wasn't even this chamber, because the next game they played, he dropped 30 on chamber. So it wasn't even that. It's just he just was not shooting. Like, he was not on that
Yeah.
day, and EMEA wasn't prepped. Not to take away from DRG, because DRG probably played their best game of the tournament, is what I'd say.
Yep.
I think they played phenomenally, and so I think low-key bind being that close shouldn't have happened. I think Eve just bailed him out a lot. I think DRG played incredible.
Yep.
Again, I think defense bind might need a little bit, or no, attack bind might need a little bit of work.
Mhm.
But outside of that, I think literally DRG played incredibly, and EMEA just was not ready.
All right. Who wants to go first? We're gonna give it a limit of 10 minutes.
I think we give it to
Who wants to go
I think we give it
first?
to Linus first, because Amara has clips.
Okay, Linus, you get 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't. It was not a great debut game for my coaching career.
Holy shit, that was your
Yeah,
oh.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was, but I didn't do much prep. I was very busy. So it was simple things in that game. I will say, like from the coaching perspective, like simple things that needed to be adjusted. I don't want to go into them too much, but it definitely was an off game. I feel like even from the outside, you could see it was an off game for pretty much all of EMEA except for Eve on that bind. Like you said, they got bailed out by Eve on the bind, and then on Corrode, because those maps are so similar. Like the issues of bind just followed EMEA over to Corrode. And then also the Phoenix pick on Corrode was it was something. But
it was Thanos' performance though.
I think lacking the prep on DRG was not the issue. It was more of like the macro, like having your own plan. Like the macro of EMEA was just not there. And then I will say that one of the biggest issues was like too much space was given to DRG. Like playing too far back, and then the retakes were very disjointed from this side of EMEA. Well,
Truth nuke.
Oh, that was quick. All right, Amar, you get.
can't
20
reveal
minutes in
too
that
much
case.
though.
The floor is
Yeah.
yours.
I do think a lot of what you said is true. Like, I think the same thing was kind of true. Like, he said 4 hours. I think that's
Yeah, that's what you told me.
disingenuous in the sense that
That's what you told me.
I spent maybe an hour watching their BO3 with Eve, their one BO3 with Eve, and I basically won everything before it. I'm not gonna worry about, right? It doesn't really matter. And then we just spent a long time. We basically looked at your guys' map pool and went, well, we're playing one of Abyss or Corrode, which we've never played, right? And we had some loose ideas about what we'd want to do on those maps if they got through somehow, but we hadn't really truly explored like what we wanted to do or how we would like macro approach the map. And so I spent like 3 hours in a call with Chua and Sizable and basically just went, let's figure out how to play this map. What do we want to do? And I think it worked. We didn't really prep bind at all because bind has historically been, I would say, our best map. And we certainly had some flaws. I think, I would say it's about 70% Eve going absolutely fucking nuclear and just shooting everyone's head. And there was about 30% where I feel like there were some rounds where we would get into like an advantageous position where we'd be up like 4-2 and we would just like kind of greed a little bit for a kill in CT or something and kind of throw around that we should have won. And I honestly think EMEA should have won that simply by their big lead. And I think the biggest thing for us was round 15 when we were down on an eco and we sent it A short on defense and straight got a nasty 3K on the ult on the eco and we kind of cleaned up. And I felt like from that point on, the entire momentum was we were playing with so much confidence. And I felt like y'all were giving us so much respect that it was like giving us rounds at moments that it just kind of snowballed. And I think that momentum really carried over into Corrode. In mixture with, that was the first map where I felt like, I've done the majority of the calling, and as time's gone on, straight or Sizable and Nova ThinkPad, Sizable, and Chua have picked up more and more calling, and Corrode was like almost entirely Sizable's calling. And I think the lurk value he got on Viper and the stall, like there was so much respect given to just a simple Viper molly in A main that it did so much for us to just kind of collapse on the attackers, right? And I think this round was like the biggest example of it, right? Like we kind of just got cooked in mid, and we still win this round because of just the most insane lurk ever, right? And I think EMEA played really well, especially in bind. I think like I really don't think they played all that bad. And I think it was just a bit of a hero plays from both sides on bind, and then I think corrode, they just seemed a little mental boom.
Yeah, I feel like both EMEA, because they gave so much respect, but they need to do the opposite. They just need to hit the site sometimes. Both corrode and bind, they tried to go so slow, and like you said, the lurk was just always coming. If they just had hit the site and gotten the site, they could have been able to fight that flank later, that lurk later. But because they went so slow, they gave your team, the RG, just so many chances to just walk out and get that pick.
I do also think...
Was that one round? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do also think Guilty Crown on Tejo on bind is troll as fuck. Like, I know Guilty Crown is the hyper flex player, but I do not think he should play Tejo. I think his Tejo looked really bad. So I would like to see him play fucking Harbor on bind. Like, I know Harbor is trash, but
That's crazy.
Cool.
it would. I think it would work. I genuinely think it would
Yeah.
work. Harbor worked on bind before, like before the, I guess, the rework, the quote unquote nerf, I'll put it. But I genuinely think Harbor on bind could do very good if they just let him play it, you know. But that's
Well,
enough.
say like, yeah, they.
Yeah.
But next game though, big one for EMEA.
Very big one for
EMEA versus DRX.
This
Yeah.
entire week was just fucking like.
These 2 weeks were absolute gigabanger, except for that first game, the JG silly game. But all these games have just been so good.
We had a lot of OT and 3 mappers, yeah.
EMEA
exactly.
DRX was like, I feel like it was one of those games where it was really close, but low-key kind of forgettable, no?
Like it was,
Damn.
it was a basic close game. Like it wasn't like a cool, like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's kind of just
Like,
oh, that was a close game. That was
yeah.
yeah.
And plus, DRX were playing with Tenyaku. That's another point. So they did have a
Getting
sub
insider
for Teklo.
information.
Oh my god,
I think-
Teklo. Don't
I
get
think
me
the
started.
sub for Teklo helped them.
Yeah,
First, I think
absolutely.
Tenyaku plays above his
Yeah,
rank,
with
and
that other game.
I think he plays really well on Waylay, particularly for someone who's like below Diamond or Ascendant. Like I think he gets very consistent value out of it, and I think it can be stopped, but I feel like teams haven't really adjusted to it. And I think Teklo is pretty good for aiming, and I think he has good utility usage at times.
he's
But
just annoying.
perhaps overstays his welcome a little bit, and should TP out in certain situations. And I think just that change really.
We'll talk about Teklo in your game, but
really
right
helped.
now, yeah.
No, but I mean, like, I think
Yeah.
that change in their play style, like, it really fit alongside I feel like, because it allowed that like double dive mosquito kind of comp. And I think that paired with like the exec utility and the post plant utility of like the deadlock, it felt like EMEA was really struggling to work through that. Even when they had success, I felt like it was really giving them a hard time in a way that a lot of teams haven't given EMEA a hard time.
Yeah. Something I do want to highlight, and I only know this because I actually talked to Teklo after. I mean, we'll get into the crypto
Oh,
thrower
yeah.
eventually, but I talked with Teklo after his game, and he basically said like his team was playing super passive, and he really needed someone to like. The DRX basically said we need someone to get aggro, like we need someone to get aggressive. Here's Pavel being AFK when Platinum's game crashed, by the way. And Teklo basically brought it upon himself in that game to get aggro. But that's why I think Tenyaku is such a good sub, because Tenyaku, dare I say, he plays like prod, where he just fucking does not give a shit. He just goes
Exactly.
in, does not care.
The ideal low rank duelist player. You go in, you make space for that high rank person to follow up with the kills.
Exactly.
Literally wing.
That's-
Literally wing. Literally exactly wing.
That's why I think they played so well, though, because I genuinely think it was just Tenyaku taking the space. But, I mean, there's nothing really notable in the game outside of, like, the Pavel fucking going apeshit on Chamber on Abyss.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, I really don't think there was anything too memorable this game. Like it was just kind of a standard.
This is
Well-
your second game as a coach.
No, actually, there was one memorable part that we can talk about, and that was EMEA almost lost on Abyss. They almost had a giga choke on Abyss. They went from 9, I think it was 8-4 to 9-6 to 11-9, and then Guilty Crown hit the most like momentum shifting 1v2 of the tournament, and then they just didn't lose a round after that. I need to pull it up, but Guilty
Well, you pull
Crown.
up, Linus, speak about your
You got
your
it.
coaching.
I mean,
Yeah, I think I got an interview on that one too.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
you got a
uh,
mid-game
during
interview
one of the
for the
tech
tech
pods.
pause.
I will say, yeah, we took a timeout like before the Guilty Crown clutch, a couple rounds. I think we noted the adjustment that needed to be made, and we made the adjustment, but it just wasn't working. And then Guilty Crown just comes out with a nice 2K here, like just beautiful clutch. And it was just the momentum that was needed. And then I think because the adjustment was already being made, like it was late, but it was there finally. So I don't think it needed to be as close as it was. But definitely good to get it across the line. That would have been a crazy loss after how much Pavel put into that map. But can't say much on the Sunset because I wasn't actually there for that game. But I will say I like the idea of the KO on Sunset.
no,
Oh, hate you.
I-
Hate
No!
The kid. You hate the kid.
no, KO on
I-
Sunset is so bad.
I
He's-
think it needs work, but I think if he can, I only had to bring this up because I know hates it.
He's
Don't
so
you rage bait. Don't
he's
you rage
not
bait.
good. He's not bad, but there's just better options. He's not bad, but there's just better
That's
options.
crazy from. I want to say that's crazy from the guy before the Corrode game hyping the fuck out of the Phoenix, who's just worse KO.
Better options than Phoenix.
better options. Hey, there's better options than Phoenix, but you don't understand Slow Ready on Phoenix. Slow Ready can't play KO, but he can play Phoenix.
Okay, buddy.
Do not let this guy cook.
You don't understand. When you put Slow Ready on Phoenix, he's like Latam slow. If you put him on KO, he's NA slow. You don't get it.
Let's move on. DRG versus DRX. So, like again, let's talk about this for Amara. You talk about your team. Linus, let's start with you again. What do you think about this game?
I think DRX aren't a very good team.
Orange?
I think
Vote,
and I think
vote beat
I
them
think they're
immediately.
not.
Put them in the garbage.
I think I think DRG are a very good team. So, like we were saying before, I think DRG, they do their homework. They know what they're going up against. They're a much more brainy team. Even if they aren't anteing you, they're still thinking about their own gameplay. They're going to have a plan. So if you're just running around doing whatever, they're going to punish that, obviously. DRG, DRX, they're very one-dimensional, I fear. And so I think is a god, but like if he's not like on one, then it's they need him to perform. And I think he doesn't always get the backing that he needs. I don't really want to hate on any specific players, but Tekla was kind of
Crypto thrower.
Tekla was kind of throwing. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I have things to say about the other players, but I don't want to hate on anybody.
There's two
so.
two key takeaways from this game that I personally took. I have had. One is that never have either of these teams play past 8 p.m. because holy shit, these games take forever. Like it's not bad. It's good. It's good Valorant, but just when I need to go to bed, I'm going to complain because it takes 45 minutes for a 13-9. 45 minutes for a fight. Like
Yeah, because both of us actually call timeouts, unlike everyone else in this fucking league. Okay.
That's true.
Those are 1 minute.
Yeah,
You
those
should've
are
done
1
it for
minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, we called 4 of them. That's 4 minutes right there.
That's one round.
That's like 3
one
rounds.
extra
That's still
round.
40 minutes. That's still 40 minutes. and then 2, Teklo has to be the richest player in this league because what the fuck was he doing? Like
Wait,
holy
pull up the
shit!
bind where he's in the smoke.
Bind?
Bind underneath the hookah where he just comes out and doesn't kill anybody.
Well, that was because he was on an eco. You can't really blame the guy for that. But it was a lot worse when like it's rounds like these, like here. I know it's a little scuffed because the overlay broke mid game, but you can see like Teklo's long with a stinger. Like, what is this fight? Like, why are you? And this was the round I think where he got stuck under the smoke as well.
Yeah. Okay, this was a little crazy. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Hey, boy,
We
you
were
can
all
get a
so
kill with
confused
that.
when he walked out 20 seconds later. The one thing I will say though, like as someone who's on the other end of it, I don't think like it's really easy to watch it and assume that all of these plays are on Teklo, and sure, some of them certainly are. But I think also a big part of it is that like I feel like his team's a little disjointed. Like you have a double duelist team, right? And like everyone thinks a little bit differently about what they want to do, but I find a lot of times with a double duelist, you want to play a very quick and kind of oppressive style of like just like jumping on people, right? Like you want to get on them and just take the fights with your utility and either get out or just like continue to roll forward, right? You play a very paper Rexy style of like kind of just like running through your team. And when you have, particularly when you have I feel like that's a really good idea, right? And you have Long Claw, who I think gives really good supportive utility out on the scan roll. Like I feel like that would be a very good play style for this team to kind of lean into the aggression that Teklo clearly wants to do and is certainly very capable of doing, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like the two of them tend to split up, particularly on defense a lot. They split up on opposite sides of the map a lot. And I feel like what happens is they want to support because is their best player very clearly. And so Teklo ends up in these very unsupported positions and he gets caught out, right? Because he's Joru, right? And I understand they're like wanting to get in a okay, I whiffed. We want to get in a forward angle and like and do something like that, right? But I feel like either sometimes he doesn't not taking his TP in time, or he's just getting caught out and killed so quick that he couldn't even take it in the first place. And so I feel like they maybe need to if they want to have like, because I think they have, from a shooter perspective, I feel like they're actually really towards the top. I feel like their team is very good mechanically. Mm-hmm. Certainly with but I feel like just top down, they're on the better end of teams for sure. I feel like they just need to perhaps work on their like micro teamwork a little bit better and the kind of a little bit more direction in their macro of like, what do we want to do? Because I feel like sometimes people play really passive and the other half of their team is playing really aggressive. And it ends up in these situations where like Teklo is solo walking out and dying and goes like 2-15 in first kill, first death in a series because he's clearly not on the same page with his team, whether that's his fault or someone else's, right?
I'll bring up this point again that I brought up. What's it called? Teklo. So I don't think Teklo actually would have done this on his own accord. Because as I mentioned earlier, this was not a case of Teklo just giga inting because he wanted to. This was a case of Teklo giga inting because his team noted that they needed some aggression and no one else on the team was stepping up. Like was still playing really passive. So Teklo kind of took it upon himself to be like, I will be the one to get aggressive and take these peaks, which is really bad because Teklo is the least mechanically gifted player on their team and he's also the lowest rated. So for the lowest rated player, that worries me about DRX, that it is your lowest rated player who's taking the initiative to get aggressive. Like, yes, it's good that your lowest rated player is taking initiative, and like I like that from Teklo, but he should not be the one that needs to be inting and like running up and getting these fights. Like it should be Long Claw. It should not be Teklo. It should be someone else.
Well, at the same time, you say those names, but then like if you look at a team, you got Platinum, you got Long Claw, you got those are known passive players. Long Claw is literally tied with Thighs for #1 baiter. Like,
well, you don't need
Teklo kind of should be the one. It's just that his team needs to follow up on it. They have to be on the same page.
That's
it's
fair.
Good that he's getting aggressive. They just need to follow it.
Rouge was pretty aggressive.
I mean, I think that's the point, though, right? Like,
yeah.
It's you guys need to get on the same page because even if he's doing that, right? Like, let's say that long peak, he's peeking long solo, but he's got a Vandal in his hand, and there's I don't know a Fade Eye and an Omen Smoke or something, right? And he's trying to spray through an Omen Smoke down long and maybe catch someone out and get a pick. that's a pretty good play. Even if he doesn't convert, we go, he did the right thing, right? And I just feel like either there's not a team utility or even a body backup, right? Because even if it's him and Iz running it down and he's low-key doing the crashies and giving his body for yay, like that's still a good play.
Exactly.
Understanding the context of the team, I just feel like sometimes he's a little on an island when he's doing it, right? And like I said, I'm not in the team, so I don't know whether that's, you know, it's clearly not only him, and it's a team thing, right?
Yeah, I agree. I do also want to highlight, because I don't want to just have this entire section be Tekla was crypto throwing. I do want to highlight the passiveness from DRX, but also Rude, who normally is a pretty good performing player, was kind of struggling. But Longclaw, I don't know if this was the series, but Longclaw was playing really good. Like I don't know if this is the right series. I might be thinking of the wrong one, but Longclaw was playing pretty. You think of the previous one? Okay.
Longclaw flick, yeah, because Abyss. It was the Abyss where he hit the insane flick.
But Longclaw was still playing pretty good, but Rude was struggling like really bad, which is not something that Rude
Straight was shooting.
Does. Straight was shooting, yes, but Straight's just inconsistent with it, which is low-key kind of tragic. Like that's the only reason why DRG would lose is if Straight was not performing.
Hey, we beat them.
Well, I mean,
yeah, your Mickey Mouse ass win.
Hey, you got beat by ZIRC as well. Your team
who was
also got beat
subbing
by
then?
ZIRC.
Who sub? Yeah, who was
subbing? It was just us. It was just our team and our good plays.
You know, they actually did just beat us.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, counterpoint. Chuapide.
Lotus? Ignore Lotus.
Chuapide? Whatever.
That should never happen.
All right.
Let's go on next game.
Last one.
This one was also a giga banger.
Best series
ZIRC
of the tournament,
versus
methinks.
Wood. Best series. It might just be. We got, on one hand, we got a mud frog, right? Dirty, covered in dirt. And the other hand, we have like a slimy eel, right? And they're just fighting each other. They're just fighting each other in a swamp. That's what it looked like.
Is this guy schizophrenic? What is he talking about? Hello? Are we like talking about the same game here? You know, the best way to describe this game is like the anti-eco on Split. This is a pretty good way to describe the game. This right here.
Run it down.
Yeah, this run was crazy.
Ta-da!
I didn't actually watch this game, but I did listen to the entire thing. It was fun. It was a fun listen. Honestly, the funniest thing about the match had nothing to do with the play. It was every time the observer piped up, he was just shut down by the caster. But
Get back to work,
good.
observer.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable listen. I will say. I don't know if I'll bother going back to watch it just because it's funnier if I don't see it, if I just hear it. But it sounded like a good match, and it sounded like Tenyaku was doing Tenyaku things.
Tenyaku's the most entertaining player in this tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, every time he gets a kill, it's like an immediate dopamine hit.
And when he dies, he does the thing where he swirls his hair.
That is true. He does do that.
What's
I
the-
also want to shout out Blitz. I feel like she played phenomenally throughout this entire series. And Corrode in particular, right? Like that map was fucking crazy. Like it was a back and forth. I mean, there was some really insanely good rounds, and then there was some like kind of melons rounds from both teams, and it was like there was great and awful Valorant all at the same time. And I feel like it literally felt like who could just carry more, not like that everyone else wasn't playing good, between Blitz and Little Thighs at the end of the game, like deep into OT, when it's like, okay, like you two are the best players on each team. Who's gonna muscle one out when they shouldn't, right? Who's gonna win that clutch? And I felt like Blitz just every time her team needed a round, she just showed up. And it was pretty insane to watch, honestly.
Yeah, Blitz, that has to be like the calmest 40 piece that I've like ever seen anyone drop. Like it did not feel like Blitz dropped 40 that game, and then you hit tab and it's like, holy shit, 39 kills. The fuck?
That's how it feels like watching claps. Like you don't see the kills like rack up, but
it's
they just
not
keep
flashy.
coming in. It's not flashy, exactly. just a very solid duelist player.
The amiable sub was interesting for Wood though, because I will say, amiable. Again, I reiterated this earlier. Amiable did not play to the standard of like an Ascendant 2 player should. He's just not. I don't know what's his problem. Like he just cannot play to a feasible level this tournament. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because he's busy. Maybe it's because he's doing something. I'm not sure, but he's not like in Corrode. He started activating really late, which was really like nice to see from Amiable. But like, I mean, I really don't understand what the problem is with him not being able to frag out. Like, I don't know if you just saw on Tab earlier, he was 5-13 on Corrode when it's 9-5. Like they were down hella and he was not playing good. So I really wondered like why is he struggling so much? You know, like what? I mean, not that I'm going to talk about him too much, but I'm just saying it doesn't help in the case of, I mean, like that's a really big player that Wood needs. And I mean, I feel like if Amiable starts off hotter, then Wood win this map instead of ZIRC. I don't know if it goes to overtime, probably. But I think if Amiable just played up to the level that we're expecting him to, they like would win that map pretty candidly. And then map 3, I mean, who the fuck knows who would win map 3? I mean, that would have been so good. But I don't know.
All right. Well, Amar, anything?
No, I mean, I think I said my piece. I think it was just two very good teams. I think if there's one map that I recommend everyone to go back and watch, it's that Corrode. At least the overtime rounds. Like it was just like neither team could buy an attack round while both playing like very like what I felt were quite attack-sided comps, and it was just like clutch play, 3K here, 3K there. It was really fun to watch, and I think regardless of how either of these teams continue the season, I think that was a great.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, what does this mean for Wood then?
Wood is 1-4.
For Wood, they looked good.
Wood is 1-4, and they lose on average by 2 rounds.
By 2 or yeah.
They're 1-4.
I have the exact number here. They lose by 2.6 rounds on average. They only lose by 2.6 rounds, and they win by 9.
They're chokers.
They win by 9. They win by 9. If they lose, they lose by 2
I can't believe.
rounds.
I really don't understand why Wood are so bad, because they have Tenyaku, who is the most overperforming gold player. Oh yeah, that's just true.
Genji just not shooting.
He also just doesn't show up to games, like ever. Like he's been sub for 3 times at this point.
Yeah, this guy might be the atmosphere of our era.
Yeah. Gigabang.
All right. Well, we have a special segment for us today. A PCMT blind draft. H has cooked up something here.
Okay.
It's been explained, but let's find out.
Yeah, re-explain it because low key I wasn't paying attention.
I will.
Yeah. See, this is why we don't have.
It's okay.
Confident guests on the show.
Shut the fuck up.
So, I do not have like I can maybe pull up a new Google Doc or something. But
no, bring up Paint. Bring up Paint and explain it.
Oh no, but I have it on a browser source, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Hold on. I'm gonna set this up real quick while I explain it. But basically, you get 6. So this is gonna be a blind draft of all the PCMT players. Essentially, it's gonna be. Holy shit. Essentially, you're going to get 4 players on your team. You're going to get a duelist, initiator, a controller, a sentinel, a flex player, and a coach. And basically, the way this works is you're going to spin a wheel, of which I have put all the PCMT players on. And when you spin this wheel, you'll like land on a random player. So for example, let's just say you land on case bars. So you can do one of 2 things with case bars. You can either put him on your team in a specific role. So if you wanted to keep case bars, you'd put him in initiator, or you can give him to a different team. So essentially, I'm saying if you land a bad player, you can give out the bad player to any team that you would like, and you can choose what role they go in as well.
Wait, you choose what role? That's fucked up.
I think that
you don't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. You guys get to pick what role, but you can send him over to the other team. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm a bad player. Maybe it's just a bad fit, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's just a bad fit too. But so
honestly, I'd take Case Fars. I'd take that guy.
he did
He's the
donate
goat.
$35 to the
He gave-
Jingle Jam in the first episode. He donated $35 to Jingle Jam, which is like
Wait, it's already
absurd.
open?
Yeah,
I
it's
can't be
open.
out.
It
I
opened.
have to spend more money. I cannot allow this. I need to be the number one donator.
They put the goal to $1,000, but I told them to put it down to 100 because.
Yeah. Hey, wait, we
awesome.
might raise some money.
Wait, I need to test this real quick. If I click
H
on-
wants less money to go to charity, confirmed.
Yeah, H hates charity. I mean, I do, but like in an ironic way. H just hates it. Clearly.
All right, so on my second monitor, I will have a Google Doc pulled up with all of the stuff. But
All right.
so this is what
Gambling.
this is.
I
So this
love
is the
it.
wheel. There's a couple names that aren't in the tournament too. So there's like it's more PCMT members and also some members of the cast, like the general Plat Chat cast.
I
So
get a plot chat member. I'm giving them to someone else.
even Sideshow.
Hey, no, they're immortal. Sideshow and Bren
Especially
are
Sideshow.
immortal. Sideshow and Bren are immortal players. Did you know that?
Yeah, Sideshow's a fake immortal.
Bren's a real immortal player. Bren's actually good.
Well, I gotta play them later, so I gotta shit talk them. You know.
Oh, that's right. You're on the winning team.
All right.
Whatever.
So
Alright,
I
let's start the
think
gambling.
so.
I go
Amara. So the order of how I put it is Amara, Pi, Linus, me.
Fine.
Do you guys want to do Snake where it goes like I go twice and then we go back up, or do you just want to go in order? It doesn't necessarily matter, but I don't know if you guys have a preference.
Yeah,
We
sure.
just go in
let's
order
Snake.
because it's random,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
we'll
It's
not
just
like we're,
yeah. I mean, it's not like it matters. I just want to know if you
Oh
guys
yeah,
cared
okay.
at all.
Yeah, let's go in order. Let's go
Alrighty,
in
so
order.
this is for Amara. We will be spinning,
Make the wheel.
and you're gonna
time
land
for a
on
second.
Faye.
2 seconds.
Oh, Faye's my goat. I'll keep Faye.
Okay. Would you want to put Faye a duelist, initiator, controller, sentinel, flexor, coach?
What does Faye play? You know what?
Faye.
I'm putting Faye at
I don't know.
putting
Faye's
Faye
the
at
duelist.
Smokes.
You're putting Faye at
Okay.
Smokes, the Omen. Were you there for Faye's
Okay.
Omen on Lotus in the first 10-man they ever played?
No.
They dropped like they top fragged. They I think they're the only person that's ever won a 10-man with Jolly on their team.
Oh yeah, she's the goat. She's the goat.
Whoa,
I also
why are you putting some disrespect?
I'm not
on
disrespecting
Jolly's
Jolly.
name
I'm not
for?
disrespecting Jolly. This is when Jolly first started playing Valorant.
I trust in Faye. Also, you don't have in parentheses EMEA ping, which is assuming that Faye has good ping. So,
No, if Faye does have EMEA. ping. I
it's all
only
good. We'll still win.
All right, this next roll is going to be for Pi.
Okay, let's go. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling, please.
No.
Oh, oh shoot. Okay, are we assuming that they play like they've been playing?
This
or,
is
like,
this is
we
Genji with
actually-
current stats in PCMT tournament.
Oh shoot. You gotta keep gambling. I'm giving it away.
Who are you giving it to?
Linus.
You giving it to Linus?
Linus,
Okay, Linus.
You got this guy.
Are you putting Genji at what role are you putting Genji at?
Duelist.
Genji is Linus's duelist. After every
Let's
round, I
go.
will go
Okay.
over the teams, by the way.
Let's go, Genji.
All right,
go.
now
Okay,
Pi,
okay.
that is your role. So Linus, this is going to be your role now.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Please, speed. I need this.
Oh,
No.
Linus, you have Pi. Do you want to keep him or do
Get
you want to
this-
give him away?
No, get this guy out of here. I
Give
don't,
me.
I don't want
Give
this
me.
player. Get this player.
Who do you gonna give him to?
I'll give him to Pi.
Let's go.
It's
I
only
get
right.
me.
That is only fair.
right.
Now,
Uh,
Pi, where are you
loves
putting
Pi-
yourself?
No one loves Pi more than Pi.
That's true.
Where are you putting yourself,
you know?
Pi?
I'm putting myself.
Coach?
What are the
Question
rules?
mark?
Put the rules again. No,
The
that's
normal
not
roles?
coach.
Normal
and then
roles
coach.
with flex and coach.
Oh, with flex and coach. Okay. I'll go on duelist. Put me on the duelist.
Pi's on the duelist. He's throwing already.
No, no, no,
I
no,
have-
no, no, I'm cooking
Oh, this
something
is
up
look-
here.
this
I
is
have an
looking
important
good for me and
question.
Amara.
What is the
Is
important
this like
question?
blind ranking where you can't change your positions?
You
at
cannot
all?
change your positions at all.
Okay. Now knowing that Faye is on EMEA ping, can I move Faye to the coach? I will
No.
not change anymore.
No.
Okay. That's
No.
my smokes player, my goat.
Shit out of luck. Faye's not even a bad smokes player, low-key. Faye is a good smokes player.
Okay, H.
And I
you
get Masao. Oh,
Masao.
shit. Oh, okay. So, oh, God. Do I want to keep Masao and hope he gets better? Or do I give him away because he's been, like, low-key... I'm going to keep him. He's the best player on crew. He's really good. I'm going to keep him. I'm putting him on my initiator.
Okay. Okay.
I'm putting Masao on my initiator. So after round 1,
Solid.
Amara has Faye on controller, Pi has himself on duelist, Linus has Genji on duelist, and I have Masao on initiator. And that's round
Okay.
1. So we go through 6 rounds of these. So Amara, this is going to be your role as well.
Alright.
This wheel is so fun. I like this wheel so much.
So I will clarify, this is Luca on JDG.
Luca on JDG.
Luxera.
Dangerous.
Luxera. This is Luxera.
Oh, Luxera. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
I was
I
just
just
making
give me
stuff
like
up.
3 seconds.
Oh my
to
god,
remind
we're
myself
doing
what role he plays.
research? Oh hell
No, I just forgot what
no.
role he even plays.
Sentinel.
I-
He's a Senti.
Sentinel,
He's a
Sentinel.
Senti duelist hybrid.
He plays Viper sometimes.
Okay, but he mainly plays like
Mhm.
KJ and Jet.
No, I'm actually lying. I'm actually lying.
You know what?
I'm just lying for no reason in particular.
I just felt
Just
like lying
making
right
stuff
there.
up because
Hmm.
I feel like it.
I'm trying
I
to get
think.
in his set.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on Luca and hand him out to H over there.
Really?
Yeah, Luca's a good player, but I don't
Oh.
think he's the kind of fit I want for my team.
You gotta
Mm.
gamble. You gotta keep gambling. It's like a
Okay.
gacha game.
I will stick Luca on my Senti then. I suppose. I'll take it. Free Ascendant player for me. W. Alright. Now, rolling for Pi, I have Luca on Sentinel, Masao on Initiator.
Oh, please, speed. Let's go.
And
No!
Pi gets
Wait,
Lucas.
Lucas. Oh wait, no, it's Lucas. No,
Yeah,
I thought it
but-
was
It's just
Lucas.
as good.
So
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
so the
just as
problem
good.
is Lucas only plays duelist and you've already put yourself at duelist.
That's fine.
So where are you putting Lucas?
Wait, putting Lucas.
Are you gonna keep him or you're gonna use your second
Of
swap?
course, I'm keeping this guy.
Okay,
Of
okay.
course, I'm keeping this guy. I'm gonna put this guy on. Let me think here. What should I put them on? I'm
Hmm.
putting them on flex because they can be. They
But
can still
you're
be a
putting
duelist there.
Lucas on flex.
He can still be a duelist there.
That's a double duelist 7 maps.
That's just double duelist. That's just fine.
That is this
That's
is
just a
I
dual-
guess
we're just
that
running double duelist.
I guess you're just running double duelist. Okay. Are you trolling?
Yeah, exactly. No.
We've only
I-
rolled like good players. This is
Well,
Yeah.
that's debatable.
There's only
That's
good players in
fucked
this
up.
tournament.
that's fucked up.
That's true. That's true.
This roll is for Linus.
Linux.
Linus is gonna land on Andruby.
Oh.
All right, let's go, Andruby. I know they play Viper. Are they a
Viper
smoke?
Viper Senti,
Viper Senti? Okay.
but mainly Viper. They are
Yeah.
the lowest rated player on MIBR.
Doesn't matter. MIBR are holding them back. That's what I know. Andruby's actually the GOAT. And I'm
Potential
gonna put
anti.
them. I'm gonna put them on the Senti roll for
You
my
gonna put
team
them on
here.
Senti, okay?
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a plan. And then last spin for round 2 will be me. I've got Masao and Luca. Those are 2 players that I would not put together. And the cat's
Oh, you're
meow.
getting cooked, bro.
All right, so I'm giving this one away.
Damn. Let go of the season.
I already have an initiator. Cat's meow is an initiator player.
True.
I can't take Cat's
But you're
meow.
letting go of the goat.
Initiator
though?
only too.
I'm gonna give it to Pi. I'm gonna give Cat's meow to Pi.
I hate you.
That's
That's
crazy.
fucked up.
That's fucked
Wow,
up, man.
that's messed up.
All right, where are you
Oh,
putting
well,
Cat's
my
meow?
bad.
Cat's meow was a family.
Where are you putting Cat's meow?
Hey, why can't this be like white? What's it called? What's the Christmas game?
Hold on,
where
hold
you-
on.
White elephant?
White
Give
elephant.
it away
No,
again?
no, you cannot
give
do
it away
that.
again?
You have to take this player.
Oh, okay. Caps Meow. We're putting him on the coach.
You're putting Cats Meow
think-
in the coach
I
role.
think Caps Meow is gonna be smart. I think they're smart. They're a smarter player than they are mechanics.
All right. So after
They're-
round 2, Amara only has Faye. Pi has
That's all I need. 5 Fates.
Pi has himself on Duelist, Lucas on Flex, and Cats Meow as coach. Linus has Genji as Duelist and Druby as Senti, and I have Masao at Initiator and Luca at Sentinel. I'm gonna roll again. This is Amara's third roll,
Or they'll pass it away again.
and this is going to be Judas. So the lowest rated player on JDG.
Which, by the
just
way, is
Nicholas.
still
Slanderous.
top-
Nicholas.
was-
Oh,
Nicholas.
Nicholas. Okay.
Nicholas.
I
Still
recall-
top quarter. I mean, bottom
Is
quarter.
he a smokes player?
He is a smokes player, yes.
All right. I think JDG is a great team, and I was actually just watching the silly game, and I thought Nicholas played really, really well on the Astra. But unfortunately, I've put Faye at my smokes, and I don't think either of them are really Viper players. At least I haven't seen it. So, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to go with a very strong coach role here. From Judas.
Nicholas.
Ooh, okay.
Judas at coach. I look you fuck with it. I fuck with it. All right. Judas
Okay.
at coach, Faye at controller. And this is going to be Pi for potentially his fourth player.
Please,
And you are going to get Knight with EU ping, meaning
Knight.
you get
Bro,
you
give
get
me Knight.
What is your
you get immortal. No. Yes, you get
Knight.
immortal Knight. No, you get immortal Knight. So you
I
get
get
Knight
immortal
on good
Knight.
ping. You get Knight on good
Wait,
ping.
what does Knight play in EU?
Same thing, really.
Play smokes?
I think
Really?
so. I mean, I can double check the.
Pull it up. Pull it
Yeah,
up.
I
need to
can.
make
I'll
sure,
double
I need
check
to
it for
make
you real
sure.
quick. But yes, you get Immortal Knight, so Knight on like 10-20 ping. You do not get Knight on 120 ping. Knight has signed up as Smoke Senti on E EU.
Smokes. I think the smokes player should be a stronger player. So let's go with Knight on smokes.
All right, you get EU Knight on Smokes. So again, 20 ping.
Okay, so I only have 2 more rolls.
You only have 2 more rolls to fill. Your spots are filling up quick, man.
I got good players. What can I say?
Yeah,
Keep my options open.
Except for one, but
Keep- you're gonna play off the wheel.
Yeah. I'm gambling.
So Linus, you're getting
Linus?
toxic. This is toxic. This is also toxic on 20 ping. This is not toxic on 300 ping. Otherwise, he would be a perma
what even is
coach.
toxic on his own?
what's his
So
rank?
toxic,
Rank.
toxic hit Ascendant 1 2 days ago.
Okay, what's he play?
He plays
Or-
Initiator. He plays Sova Fade.
Well, there you go. There's my
That's guy
initiator.
coach. Okay.
All right, toxic on the Initiator roll. Or Linus.
OCE import.
No coach, which is pretty surprising considering Toxic is the
Crazy,
stats and
Toxic,
analyst
yeah.
guy. You got the best coach option. You put him on Initiator.
Linus is his own coach. He's his own.
I didn't put Linus
Oh,
on
no.
here. Wait, Loki.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that's
what the
fucked
hell?
up.
I'm
That's,
not-
that's hateful.
Wait,
That's gotta be hateful. of
Good
some
call.
kind.
Good call. There you go.
Why are the names staying on there? Shouldn't you hit the
This will be
remove
my
button?
wheel. No, they are being removed.
Yeah, there.
Oh, then why is Knight on there twice?
Because you
EU
could
and
you
everything.
could get Knight with 120 ping, which is what I just got.
Oh,
I'm gonna pass.
pie,
I'm
give
gonna
him the
use
pie.
I'm gonna use my second. I'm gonna use my second one, and I'm gonna pass Knight over to Amara because Amara already has a smokes player.
Dude, I don't care. He's good. He's good at all the roles. And honestly, I'm gonna put him at my Senti. I feel like Knight is an aggressive player. I also think that depending on the comps, like if you're running a comp like myself, that where we run these like double initiator, double smokes comps, is often the Senti player that I like to put on Viper or the smokes player and then put them on the second smokes. And so I feel like if we run a no Senti, like Viper's the closest to that, and I feel like he can do that.
All right. So
okay.
after round 3, Amara has Faye at controller, NA Knight at Senti, and Judas as coach. Pi has himself at duelist, EU Knight, on controller, Lucas at flex and Cat's Meow at coach. Linus has Genji at duelist, Toxic at initiator, and Druby at senti, and I have Masao at initiator and Luca at sentinel. And to recap, I have no more swaps. Linus has 1, Pi has 1, and Amara has 1 as well.
Oh, I didn't realize we had only.
You only get 2.
And 2.
And all of us have used 1, and I've used both. And Amara,
gosh, TMV?
you are getting
Whose turn?
TMV.
All right.
You can't put him on coach?
Unfortunately, I can't put him on coach. Now I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this TMV from the UK playing on 100 and something ping?
No, this is TMV on EU, like on 20 ping. If I do not specify,
Okay,
this is
matters.
assume everyone is playing on good ping. Assume
Okay.
everyone is
Unless
playing
it
on
says
good ping.
not.
I'm gonna be real. I think I've never seen TMV play Valorant in my life.
He played the Sliggy game. The Sliggy, what do you call it?
Oh, that's right. You're right. And I didn't watch that. So I have never seen him play, but he's a smart guy, and I feel like he could make a great flex player. I think he has a great understanding of the game, and I think that's kind of what you want out of a flex player.
All right, TMV.
So, I'm taking him and putting him at flex.
Grade.
Also, isn't he like still like a peak ascendant player? Like he's not.
I think he's like plat diamond right now.
Hey, I mean, by the way, I would like to point out we are Team EU. We have 3 Europeans on my team.
That is true. That is true. Do you want
Out of the
TMV?
potential,
Do you
like,
want TMV to
5?
be on bad ping so you can have 3 120 ping players?
We are Team EU Smurf. No, no, I do not.
Okay, whatever. I typed in TMV and the TM automatically rebranded to trademark, so you get trademark V on your team.
I get trademark V. Honestly, that's Aura.
Okay.
Pi, you have
We
2 roles
need-
to fill. You have initiator and sentinel
need
with 1
that.
swap, and you are gonna
I'm
get.
trying to homeless.
You're gonna get Eva.
Eva on Bulgarian ping?
Eva on good ping, and Eva is normally a senti
Yeah.
player, if I recall, who is currently diamond? Question mark? Maybe plat.
Diamond?
I will say, has access to my alt account. Spam Q's Cloven Reina.
Yeah, we're giving this one away. Who do I want to give it away to? I think
Linus has controller, flex, and coach. I have duelist, controller, flex, and coach, and Amara has duelist and initiator.
I'm gonna give Eva to Linus.
All right,
Perfect.
Linus, controller,
My
flex, or
goat.
coach for Eva.
Right in the coach position.
Eva will be your coach. Loki,
got
that's
the
exactly
ring.
what I
Everything I
would have
get.
done. That is exactly what I would have done. I would have put Eva in the coach spot. Eva in the coach is Loki.
I would have put Eva on the duelist and just
Oh, yeah.
leaned into the EU ping.
That
I
is
was
true.
gonna give it to you, but I didn't want to do too much. I was like, I'll give the EU player another
All
EU
right.
person.
Linus, your player
Linus text tips. Oh, you love this guy.
is gonna be Mimi. We're rolling on all of the like special people I put in. We're not rolling on like any of the tournament members.
This is a evil cat. I'm assuming.
This is a
Yeah,
evil cat. Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
You have controller and flex left.
Oh, But what does she play?
She plays a lot of
fucking-
Sentinel and Controller, if I recall.
Yeah, probably.
Sentinel.
Like I know a lot. I see her play Cypher a lot.
Yeah.
Wait,
Known
controller.
for-
Controller's still up.
Yeah, you have
Like, I think she plays
controller.
Viper a little
You
bit.
have controller and flex. And
I'll put her in the flex.
yeah, okay. So
Known
put
for
her in the
getting
flex.
angry at Bren for throwing the game.
Mimi
She-
will
Well,
be your
understandable,
flex.
honestly.
Between
Nah,
Mimi and Toxic, like the calling here is immaculate.
True. I have
Just
to
saying.
take this next
Just saying.
player. Whoever I land on, I have to take. Please keep going. Please. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I will
Saved by the bell.
save by the bell. I will put Robo Hobo on my flex because he is a duelist Viper player.
Good player, yes, he is a good player.
Thank God. Holy shit. Saved by the fucking bell. Mimi said Flash Initiator at Toronto.
I
is what
guess she
Toxic
does play
said.
Flash Initiators. Well, Flex works then. If you
Flex
can play
does
Senti
work,
and Flash
yes.
in, that's like
So-
a perfect Flex player.
I'm just going to go when we roll. So, Amara, I'm rolling for you. You have Faye, NA Knight on 120 ping, TMV, and Judas. You have Duelist and Initiator left with 1 swap. And you roll Spaceman. Spaceman is an
Space.
the initiator player, scan initiator for MIBR.
I don't believe I've given. Have I done 2 giveaways?
No, you've
You've
only
done
done
one.
one.
I think I'm gonna. How many spots does each person have left?
Pi has 2, Linus has 1, and I have 3.
I'll give Spaceman to you just so that y'all have some wiggle room here. It's nothing personal. I don't think it's gonna fit the best with what I want to do here. I'm looking for Europeans mostly.
Oh, what Europeans? How many Europeans are left? You got Brett and
Spaceman.
Sideshow.
Okay. What the hell do I put Spaceman at? Is he like only?
You can do a solid European accent and it'll count.
He signed up for the tournament as duelist. All right, Spaceman, you're going on my duelist role. Smack dab. I don't want to put him at coach. I want to save my coach for someone who got ball knowledge. All right, Pi, you have Initiator and Sentinel left, and you've put yourself on duelist. You have EU Knight, so good night. Lucas on Flex and Cat's Meow on coach. You basically have Koi plus yourself right now.
Inshallah, bro. Let's go. All in 17 black. All in 17 black.
And you are going to land on Radical, who is the pretty much perma-Yoru player for Wing. I think you have one giveaway. I think you have one giveaway, if I'm correct here.
Oh, it's right. I do. Okay.
What's Radical's IGN? Is in game.
It's literally Radical.
Radical. They're right. They're just a duelist.
They are a Plat
For Wing,
1 duelist. Their tag
What
is
does Lion
their
have?
tag is Radical #1. He's Plat 3? Holy shit. He was Plat 1 last time I checked. Fucking goat.
What does Linus? What do you have? What does Linus have?
Linus has controller and that's it.
Controller. That's it. Yeah, I'm screwing you over, Linus. Putting Radical on your team.
Perfect.
All right,
That's fine.
Linus, your team is now rounded out. You've got a perma-Yoru player as your controller player.
Everyone can be taught.
And he
They
has
just
no
have
more
to be
slots.
willing.
as well, right? Yeah.
Linus, I'll ask you how you feel about this. We can either spin for you and then you give away the player for someone, or because your team is complete, we just skip your turn. What do you think?
No. Give me a player.
Give you a player? All right.
Give me a
Give
player.
We
players
will-
to
we
it.
will
I
give
thought
you
may
a
have to,
player.
though.
No,
use
Linus
both.
has not used both. And Linus is going to get lore.
Pi.
So, Pi, is lore your initiator or your sentinel?
Oh, Sentinel.
Wait, yo! I just want to say that means Pylor are on the same team again.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's not.
It was destined. It was
good.
meant to be. It was
This
meant
is
to be. You two are stuck together
This is why you
forever.
take your
This
turn.
is
why you always take your turn.
devastating.
All right. So,
Okay.
it will roll over to me. And this player will either be my controller or my coach. Play! Oh, thank God. Igneous. Oh, my coach, 100%. This is my coach. Igneous has a gargantuan brain.
Just don't ask him about Fade.
Just don't ask
Don't
him
ask
about
him.
Fade. Gargantuan
about
brain,
Reyna.
100% my coach. My goat. Alright, Amara, you have no giveaways left, so you are rolling for either your duelist or your initiator here.
My team's great. I think I just need a hard carry, you know?
Well, you're gonna get that hard
Holy
carry.
shit, I
There
fucking
you
found
go.
it, man.
Let's
Straight
go.
on the duelist.
You got
Let's go.
straight on duelist.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
So I'm just looking for initiator now.
You
Couldn't draw us
this
any better.
this will be your initiator, Pi. No matter who it lands on, they will play
Please, dude,
initiator.
I need this.
And you're gonna get amiable.
Wait, what does Amiable pull?
Amiable does play Fade. He plays Fade Yoru.
Yeah.
Flex? Oh,
He's a
it's
flex.
big.
Amiable is a
It's
flex.
big. Let's go.
And then
Mashallah.
The last roll I will be rolling for my controller player. Please give me a controller player. You know what? I'll take Angus. Angus is low-key a
Angus never played
hyperflex.
control.
Angus is low-key a
No, you don't-
hyperflex. I'll take
doesn't
it.
play
Angus
flex,
is
though.
good. Angus is
This is
very
one role
good.
he doesn't play. To
There's
my
the one role
knowledge.
He
does
played
not
Astra.
play.
He played Astra when he played Astra
Oh,
when Lord
sure.
picked Harvard.
Right.
He-
Oh,
he
shit,
actually
it was
popped
good.
up.
And it was
Yeah.
Did
good.
you watch
Oh,
that game?
heck.
Did I watch that game? Yes, I did. I watched part of it. I watched Snowfall have the most
Oh, so we're lying.
abominable whiff I've ever seen.
His shooting was really good.
His shooting
Yeah,
was
you can
good.
shoot.
So let me really quickly, I will pull up the doc here so I can get it on stream. Just make sure I don't.
By the way, I do have one spot open still.
Oh, you do.
I still have an initiator.
Well, you don't get it.
You don't get it.
Sorry.
I'm just playing 4v5.
Hold on, wait.
Drafting season's over.
Wait.
Throw your coach in.
Wait.
Hear
You're
me out. I put
right.
Sideshow there. It's the British team.
So true.
Come
Oh
on.
yeah. All right,
Something
we gotta get
bad.
another Brit here.
You get Darshan.
Okay, you
Alright.
get LeBron. No
You
LeBron.
get Darshan, who is an initiator player. You lucked out. You lucked out so hard.
I like my team. Loki. This team, fourth seed, perfect. They get into the play.
Fourth seed out.
LCQ.
All right. So
No. I mean out of 12 if they were in the whole
Oh,
tournament.
okay.
So I will show. These are what the teams look like. So Amara has straight on Duelist, Darshan on Initiator, Faye on Controller, NA Knight on Senti, TMV on Flex, and Judas is the coach. Pi has himself on Duelist, Amiable as Initiator, EU Knight on Controller, Lore on Senti, Lucas on Flex, and Cat's Meow on Coach. Linus is Genji on Duelist, Toxic on Initiator, Radical on Controller, and Druby on Senti, Mimi on Flex, and Eva as a coach. And I have Spaceman on Duelist, Initiator, Masao is my Initiator, Angus is on Controller, Luca or Luxera on Sentinel, Robohobo is my Flex, and my coach is Igneous. Who do we think made the best team?
Honestly, I think I have the best.
I think I have the best team. There's no way you have the
I
best
would
team.
say you
with
have the best
Lucas.
team, except
I
for
have
the
the
fact
best-
that Pi and Laura are on the same team and they hate each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah,
that
and you
means
I
also
don't know if they
put-
actually hate each other, but
play.
clearly they can't play together.
You also
He-
put
they-
Lucas on
I'd like
Flex.
more, it's just we can't
Internal
play.
issues.
Okay, can we all agree that
Lucas-
Linus has the worst team though?
Yeah, Lance is the worst team. Got cooked by
Yeah.
Genji,
Yeah.
Toxic,
What the fuck?
Radical.
You've got a perma
Druby.
Yoru player on Controller.
Listen, you don't understand.
Yorush is that broken.
You don't understand. Because
Ooh,
my
fantasy
coaching
PCMT.
specialty is with individuals.
You're not the
and,
coach. Eva's the coach.
No, but listen, as the team manager, I'm going to be coaching a little bit as well when no one's looking. I will teach Radical how to play smokes. Trust. You needn't worry about that.
I
Plus,
think
Eva can do it.
I
Honestly, Eva can
low-key
do it.
I low-key think I have the best team. My lowest rated player is my Flex, and everyone else on my team is Ascendant outside of Spaceman, who's like Diamond 3, Diamond 2.
Yeah, well, you're just cheating. Man.
I think I've got a
Yeah,
good
you're
team.
You just
cheating.
rigged the whole thing, Loki. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think your team's good. I think if I could swap TMV and Judas, I think I would have a legitimate team with actual chemistry.
Yeah, too bad you have TMV.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think TMV would be bad. I just think TMV is like,
He was playing.
of all the
Ancient
players
China
here, would be the actual
Empress.
best coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing Ancient China Empress simulator or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
that's what makes him my best Flex.
All right,
Okay.
so I could low-key I could run a poll. Nah, I won't run a poll. That's excessive. Pi is the best team by far. It's not close. Yeah, but Pi and Lore are on the same team. That's like the problem.
Yeah,
Hear
They're
me
doomed to
out.
fail.
We just sub.
Chemistry
we just
issues.
sub.
Yeah, you got
We just
chemistry
sub. We just
issues.
go.
The Pi Lore debuff is the greatest debuff known to mankind. You think you're lagging? You think you're lagging in a game? Try the Pi Lore debuff. I think my
Whatever.
team's better. Knight and Lucas is a good shout though. You have the Knight Lucas buff. but
Robo and
the-
H team on top.
Yeah, yeah. That's my fucking flex player. That's my goat. That's my fucking goat right there. That's why my team is winning the entire tournament.
It's okay.
Let's go.
Whatever.
Abstract-
Let's go
My
into our
European team will have
predictions.
free healthcare.
Abstract said this is a universe where they are best friends. No, this is a universe where they hate each other. This actually sparks a question. How good is Knight? How good would Knight be if he was on 20 ping?
Knight's already good. He aced 3 times.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I could low-key run a poll.
I think he goes from he's what like in just inside the top 20. I bet you he goes. He's a top 10 player.
Wait,
Top 8 player.
I'm
He-
gonna.
Is he immortal on EU?
He is.
said?
He's Ascendant
Yeah.
3, but he's like normally immortal. On EU.
He's also
No.
been on some teams with some interesting dynamics before, so
Can I
you know,
run a poll?
he
in
can. It
Universe?
probably just doesn't matter. That,
What
that
does that
Pi's
mean?
on that Pi's on
I
the
figured
team.
third time's
Yeah,
the
he'll
charm.
perform anyways.
Third time's the charm.
Hold on. I'm gonna make this poll and then we're gonna get into predictions. Your team is really bad, Linus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your team's kind of
Alright.
crap.
I
I'm
think
just
we're
I'm
a
just glad he did the
team.
best giveaway.
No, No, I think we punish all the bad teams, like the truly bad teams. I
So
think
crew.
that's our. Listen, there's no need to hate. I know you're a hate-filled person. There's no need to kick people when they're already down.
This guy's
No,
down.
you put them over the curb and you stomp them.
Here's what I have to say. I think Linus's team, compared to all the other 3 teams, will have the most immaculate vibes. I
That
feel
is
like
so true.
their team would have so much fun.
They have so much.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel
We're-
like
We're going out
Well,
for dinner.
probably
after.
Genji wouldn't show up.
yes.
Even if we
we're losing 13-0 and then we're going out for dinner after.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And we're having fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Pie's team is blown up.
At least we're
I
winning.
kind of just want to see Knight and Straight play together. I feel like that's a really funny combination of 2 people.
Hold on, I'm just finishing the poll up here.
Oh, Straight's a goat. Wait, who's Straight on? Whose team? Is
Straight's
Straight
on my team. It's Straight,
Oh.
Darshan, Faye, Knight, TMV.
No, it's
And then-
over.
Nicholas is the coach.
Yeah, your team's just winning it all, low key.
Nah, my team
mean,
is beating your team. My team's
Darshan's
taking.
a great supportive
TMV.
player.
TMV finds his groove, becomes good at the game,
That's true.
Is that
plays
possible?
Clove every match.
I do feel like TMV would be actually a fantastic like flex player if you tried.
I think
Like,
if
if
you
you
had
played-
I think if you had TMV at coach, then your team would be
Okay.
the best by far. But you don't have TMV at coach. So
If you had Team V oiled up, you would win. The
All
entire
right.
thing.
I have posted the poll. If you guys want to go vote, it is in members tourney. I don't know why I put it in members tourney, but whatever. I don't care.
You're very dumb.
I'm not dumb.
Damn.
I'm awesome. I'm voting for my
That's
own
true.
team.
That's true.
I'm obviously voting
I
for
also
you.
did that.
Yeah, I did too.
Unbiased voting over here.
Unbiased voting. Chill,
I also-
chill.
I'm glad we all bothered to vote.
I have to vote for my own team, not only because I picked it, but also because Straight, my actual teammate, who I think is legitimately the best player on this team, is also the one who's carrying this team to success.
All right. With that being said, I think we can get underway into
Move on to predictions.
predictions. Yeah.
So let's go on. First match of the week could be a banger. JDG versus Koi. I think we can smile for the camera for this one, though. I cannot lie.
Let me get it up and then. Yeah. Everyone smile. What the fuck is this face you're doing, Linus?
Yeah, it's just my face. What the fuck?
Freaky ass Linus.
That's his snow plowing face.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, this isn't a surprise.
Okay, anybody want to play devil's advocate? Like, this is not guaranteed though.
You know, see,
Like,
I think
It's
it's a
not
guarantee.
guaranteed.
I
All
think
is
this.
law.
I don't think.
usually I would agree with you. It's not a guarantee. There's no 100%, but this is JDG, and the best
Ron,
player in the tournament, Silos, and a close runner-up, with what's his name, James. So, you know, it's what can Koi do? They're having internal issues. They're breaking from the inside. They're not going to stand up to the power of JDG. I think their map pools are slightly different as well. So I think JDG's map pool is a little bigger as well. So kind of a tough one
All right.
as far as like matchup.
Yeah. There's not a lot to talk about. This game is gonna be a shit stomp.
Okay, but what's the ball is law here though?
7.
Like,
I'm
besides-
80-20. 80-20.
Okay,
All of
okay.
law is
Can
all
I
of the
give you a
ball- no,
reality where Koya wins this?
Yeah, the fact that
A
ball is law is
fucking
no,
meteor
you
hits
don't say a
James's
number.
house and Luxurious internet goes out before the game starts. Yeah.
No. Here's the reality. Is all 3 of the big 3 of Koi are shooting. Like they're all shooting. And I think if they come out the gates and they take map 1 or they get they push JDG, I do think that just like when they start fracking, everything starts to fall in line with them, and it's not just we're killing people so we're doing better, but I feel like they start to play better as a team. They feel very confidence-based team at times. And I feel like if they come out the gate swinging and all 3 of those guys are shooting, I feel like there is a world in which they pull off an upset. But That's a lot of ifs.
That's
Yeah.
correct. That is a lot of ifs.
I think that's too many ifs for my liking.
Let's go on next prediction. DRX versus ZIRC. This one, I think this one could be match of the week. Match of the week.
Give me uno momento, por favor.
Yeah.
All right. You said DRX versus ZIRC.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think this one could be match of the week. Oh. Wait, really?
All right.
There's no way ZIRC lose
Yeah.
after that 18-16 against Wood. There's just no way.
Yeah.
They
You
are
guys want
locked.
Ethan to win?
They're
You
locked.
guys want Ethan to win?
No.
Tell us
No,
why.
no.
Tell us why you think
Okay,
DRX is
okay.
gonna win.
Okay. Is shoot really good? Teklo, I pay him more than what he's betting on this game. And third of all, I had to prevent the guarantee. So that way ZIRC could actually win.
I mean, I just
That's
think
crazy.
ZIRC's fucking locked in.
Wait,
like
your
I
final
also-
point as to why DRX is winning is that you want ZIRC to win. That's
I
your
had to
final
prevent-
point.
I had to prevent the guarantee.
What is
I had
this?
to prevent the guarantee.
this
I
isn't
like everybody on ZIRC except for Ethan. So yeah.
this is
Yeah.
like a 60-40. This is close. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a
this
very
is-
good
this is
game. I just think
close.
ZIRC have the edge because of like they're so dialed from that Wood game. It's like not funny. And plus, the only thing that they struggled with against Wood was their hyper aggression, and DRX is the polar opposite. So I think they're gonna get read like a fucking book. Like I think they're gonna get walked all over. Longclaw, you are not proving pie right. You're losing. You're losing.
Long club. I
I
have
think
no.
if ZIRC put in
I
a little
just-
bit of homework, then they
On one
win the-
hand, okay.
I
On
think
one
it's
hand,
close to 50-50.
I like everybody on ZIRC. On the other hand, I don't like Ethan. So
Just
you
wait.
know.
What, Linus? What did you have to say?
yes, are you signing this?
I was saying I think it's closer to a 50-50. I think if ZIRC do like a little bit of homework, a little bit of anti, I think it's easy to anti DRX. So if they put a little time into that, I think they come out on top. I guess that's just my hope.
Am I crazy for thinking that 60-40 and 50-50 are kind?
Uh,
I feel
Are you
like
balls lawing it?
I'm
30,
like
70-30?
70-30, 80-20 here. Like I
That's
am
80-20
so
is
on the
absurd.
ZIRC train.
There's no such
And
thing.
it's
Balls
little
law.
to do with DRX and a whole lot more to do with ZIRC.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like.
DRX just almost won against the like two of the three best teams in the tournament. ZIRC just beat a team who's 1-4.
I'm not saying it won't be close. I just trust that, like, here's what I'll say. This is a hot take. I think Blitz is the best player in the entire tournament. From a complete package perspective, from every perspective of the game, I feel like from the
I
amount
can't
of
find this.
behind the scenes that she does for her team, the amount of like ideation and like strat calling and like ability to lead her team or on top of being one of the best frackers in the entire league, I think she's one of the best players, if not the best, right?
I agree.
From like does everything for the team, and I trust that so much. And their ability to win out the like slog fest against what I know was not the best team, but like her ability to pull that team across the line when no one else was really doing that well, I feel like they're a momentum based team, and I feel like they've got them. Like I think DRX is a good team. Don't get me wrong. I like a lot of the players on DRX, and I think they're great players. I just think that they've shown their flaws, and ZIRC does their homework. And if Blitz does their homework, I don't see how DRX is advantaged in any way.
True. I love you, Unk, but I don't think you're winning. All right.
All right. Well, next prediction:
That's crazy.
EMEA versus Crew. We got potential man team versus team that simply can't catch a break.
This potential man team is evil, bro.
Potential man team is best.
And he's not even talking about Crew. These are both kind of potential man teams.
Give it. Oh, okay. Okay, for our audio listeners, we have me on MIBR, Amara on MIBR, and then we have H and Linus both taking Crew. Okay, I want to hear the crew sell here. Why will they not go out 0-11?
The big three will come out swinging. The big three are going to come out swinging. This is the game. They're going against potential team. The team that doesn't show up. It's potential team. If there's a team to do it against, it would be this team. Or it would be my team. But I'm hoping it's this team. That's my cope.
All right.
Yeah, if Crew don't
Linus, you
get
got
it,
any more cope?
if Crew don't get the win here, I think it's over. So they need to
Over?
get they need it's over forever.
Over.
No, they need to get this win. And I think because they need it so badly, they're just gonna lock in and they're just gonna win it. I do think it's like maybe a little bit something of an upset, perhaps, but I think like I think it's like closer to a 50-50, if I'm honest. Like I think the Preds are pretty accurate.
I think it's like 55-45 in favor of MIBR, but I'm on the Crew train, so I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I will
What
admit.
is
I
that
will
counter-
admit. I
okay.
think this is an upset. but-
I think this is a
What's our
close
counterpoint?
match. For me, I think these are two kind of muddy teams that have been inconsistent, which I think is why it's so close. And I think they've both had their moments, but largely have not had great success. And I think I kind of just lean towards the team that I feel has the better shooters. And I feel throughout the most of the season, MIBR has been better mechanically. Certainly, I think they have the best player mechanically, at least from what I've seen throughout this tournament in Basel, between these two teams. And when I don't love or am cautiously optimistic about everything else for both of these teams, I kind of just lean on with the team I think is better mechanically.
Yeah, I can get it. I don't know. I think this is like one of those coin flip games, you know? This is going to be a mud fest. That's what
Certainly
this is
50
going to
50.
be.
This one also might be a match of the week, but in the opposite kind of way.
True.
Yep. All right. Next one up. PS Tequila Sunrise versus Zirconians. Let's see this.
TS versus ZIRC. I'm not excited. I remember Blitz came on after their game and was like, I would rather kill myself than watch you guys play again. And I was like, damn, okay. I was like, you dropped 30 and then you say that about my team? Like, that's evil. Like, you're true, you're right, but that's mean.
Crazy.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Okay. We
Hello?
like Tequila
Have y'all lost your
Sunrise.
mind?
We're the GOAT.
We're-
You're not ready.
Okay.
Yo.
Before we get to Amara, Linus,
Yo.
why did you choose Tequila Sunrise? And I'll go after.
Because they're just better anyways. And I have insider information that they're coming up with strats while they're drinking, and I think that's just actually goated.
Oh, speaking of the strategist, Slow, welcome.
Yeah, we're just
Dude, even Slow's giving question marks in the chat, man.
Slow's not
I'm gonna be
drunk
fully
yet.
honest. I don't like zirconians, so that's all.
Pie, I'll give my 2 cents after you talk, Pie. I have a theory.
This is what I thought. I was like, this is my thought process. Okay, so I was like, H was like, I need you to do the Preds, and I was playing Deadlock all the time, so I was like, okay, let me just do these Preds real quick. And I thought, Tequila Sunrise, bad team, but then I went, I don't like Ethan, so then I picked Tequila Sunrise.
There you go. So my cope is I have 2 things. So one, ZIRC play a very like methodical play. Like they like to play very methodical. They like to play very like anti. You cannot anti a team that is going to run at you. You cannot anti a team that does not know what they're doing. And we don't know what we're doing. So how the hell are you gonna know what we're doing, right? So, amen. I'm just saying, like, we'll catch you. Well, we're gonna run at you. I'm just saying. And then second, like, Slow's coming up with strats while he's drunk. So, I mean, what the fuck, you know what's going to happen. And then second, have you guys ever heard of the dead team buff?
Is Spank Theory,
Yes.
you mean?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So, essentially, my team has started to not take this tournament seriously. So, we are playing loosey-goosey, like there's no pressure on us. So, we have no pressure on us to win this game. Everyone thinks we're going to lose. We're clearly not here. But everyone thinks we're going to lose. So, I'm thinking, like, if we just play Phoenix Reyna every map, they don't know how to anti that. They haven't played against that. I'm just saying.
Now they do.
Maybe on Abyss. Not on any other map though. Just you wait till we bust it out on Haven. Whoa.
Okay, Amara. You clearly are the sane one here. Why is Zerk
yeah,
winning,
because I
obviously?
watched the games. Like,
What, you don't like our Abyss?
okay, here's what I have to say. I understand that ZIRC is they do that there is I think ZIRC is on the more analytical side and does a little more prep than a lot of the other teams. But besides Ethan, I feel like a lot of the people on this team have a good track record of being able to make good adjustments. And particularly in their last handful of series, I felt like ZIRC has been able to stick it through when things have been tough or when they've kind of like gotten battered. They've put up a valiant effort to come back, and I feel like that mixed with a pretty consistent roster top down in a mechanical perspective, I feel like that, and the fact that they play very util heavy comps, that in a BO3 you might get a map, but I feel like it's not really likely. It short of like H playing Reyna and dropping 40, I feel like it's not happening.
That's what I'm saying, but like it's Immortal. It's Immortal H.
I think we
What
get
if he
3
shows
rounds in a I think we get 3 maps in a best of 3. You feel?
Hey, look, I respect you, H, picking. And even Pi, I understand. I'm surprised Linus picked taking
Yeah,
so. I mean, I guess if you're just going with the meme, I respect it because you know what? I will be playing a tequila drinking game watching this match, so I understand.
Yeah, I think there's being a developed like tequila drinking game for our team for some reason. I don't know why, but I fuck with it. Look key.
Okay, let's go to the next fight. Actually, I think this one's the match of the week, 100%. DRG versus JDG. Let's see it.
Hold on. Wait, I'm low-key brain farting. Help!
Okay, never mind.
Help!
TS is not winning.
I got it.
Winning.
Stop! I got it! Stop! Oh, why is it like that? No. Okay. There we go.
Oh!
I didn't vote for myself.
Oh, yeah,
I put
you
it for
did
JDG.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on. I'll fix that real quick.
Nobody cares about your opinion in this vote because we know what you're doing. Linus, why is JDG winning?
Watch this magic. Oh.
Because why aren't they winning? They're the best team in the tournament. Like, they're just better.
But like DRG got like the big brain though. They got like the thinkers.
They do, but how much are you thinking when a bullet just went through your head? Because James
is Ascendant 1 and has lost
James
the past
just
20
yawned
and
and clicked his mouse a couple times.
Get shot,
and you're all dead.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game.
Low key. I just have to Omega cope that JDG is bad, so when we play them, we beat them. It's the only reason I'm picking DRG here.
Oh, I picked DRG because I thought it through long and hard in the middle of my deadlock game, and I was like, Amar's gonna outthink them. They're gonna spend 8 hours watching VODs, watching the cooking up strats, and they're gonna cook them. 2-0, light work.
Damn, that's crazy.
All right, Amara, why do you hate your own team?
I don't hate my own team. I think my team's fantastic. But I will say, here's what I say. If I took up my own bias, I feel like we are not favored in this match. I think that's fair and honest. Obviously, I have confidence in my team winning, but if I'm being more of a quote-unquote armchair analyst, I think JDG is an advantage. They've had a more consistent series. Like, DRG has had moments where they've kind of blown up and lost. Like, I think ZIRC is a great example of that. Like, I think historically throughout the season it's proof that DRG has been a more consistent team, and yet they just got kind of ran through by ZIRC. And JDG has been pretty consistent. EMEA is the only team they lost to, is one of the best teams in the league, and that kind of tracks. And every other series they've been extremely dominant or pulled out, tough rounds when they've needed to. And I think I do think that JDG is as good or better in almost every position from a mechanical perspective, and I think they're one of the only teams that's that way. I think.
Sorry, you got it.
Particularly myself, and no diss on Hoscon. I feel like the 4th and 5th players, I feel like JDG is very flat in their skill level mechanically outside of their hard carry. And
LeBron.
I think that's really good. And I do think that there have been moments where Straight has gone kind of nuclear, and there's also been games or series where that's less the case. And I think if Straight isn't on top shape, it's going to be a very tough series for DRG.
What's the
to pull
percentage
out.
for this? What is the percentage?
I'd go
you are
55-45. G.
55?
I think it's close.
I think the actual reason I think JDG has the edge is because JDG has the consistency. DRG, like, this match pretty much depends on, does Straight show up? If Straight shows up, then I think DRG wins. If Straight does not show up, then JDG will win by a land mile. That's what my thought process is, at least.
A land mile. Is there sea miles?
That's called nautical.
There's
mile.
air miles. You know that?
Ooh, true.
Truth,
Now we're
Nick!
flying.
Can I get all your air miles? I'm
No, please. I need my air
Looking for a
miles.
free flight?
No.
Hey, if you travel with me, you can get into airport lounges. I got a priority pass card. You can get into airport
Holy
lounge.
shit, Pi. Hey there.
Yeah. All right. This one, silliest game of the week. SLLY versus EMEA.
Too bad this won't be a guarantee because we all know who Pi picked.
Please, speed. I need this.
Unfortunate.
Unbiased analyst, by the way.
what?
Oh. Wait.
Yo.
You were just
Uh,
saying that to cover.
Hold on, wait. I will DM you guys all my reasoning. I do not want to say it out loud.
Okay.
All right.
Oh wait, hold
What?
on.
Well, sorry, audio
was
listeners.
this a
You don't get to
guarantee
know.
dodge or was this actual reasoning?
I would say it's actual reasoning.
Okay, this is good. I
But-
this is a good reason.
So I genuinely
Honestly,
think
valid point.
I think from what the inconsistency strokes I've seen from EMEA, hold on one second, sorry. So like the inconsistency strokes that I've seen from EMEA is kind of like it has me a little worried about the team. I think Eve, although again, fantastic player, I think Eve is incredible. I think Eve has shown some signs of like slowing down heavily. He can go nuclear one map, but then completely slow down and fall to the other map. We've seen Pavel. I mean, he has the chance to fall off a cliff. Caleb and like the outside of Eve and Pavel, they don't really have any sort of like firepower player that can just show up and fucking go nuclear, right? Like Caleb's not going to do that. K-Deg can, but has rarely shown that, and he's only shown it when he's on Neon, right? Like he hasn't shown it when he's on playing a support player. And then I mean, Guilty Crown is just good. He's the GOAT. I can't lie. But I think what's going to push SLLY over the edge in this series is the fact that they have so much like unpredictability. Like Pi could go nuclear a map, Angus another, Hypernova next, right? Like I get about the chemistry issues, but I think that everyone on SLLY is just going to show up and win. That's what my theory is.
All right. I'll give my take. I've been doing a little bit of watching of the games, and I think I've cooked up a really simple plan. In fact, so simple, I think I could share it and we'll still win. It's that good. On defense, we sit still. EMEA, they're going to take 3 hours to push. It's all good. On attack, we just hit the site. EMEA, they're going to take 3 hours to rotate because they think it's a fake for some reason. Linus, what do you think about you?
You can't even keep a straight face.
What the hell?
Linus?
Pi's,
can't carry that. What are you gonna do?
Pi's leaking his strats to the actual literal coach of the EMEA.
Literally not even. Literally,
How are you gonna counter it? How are you gonna counter
as you
that?
were saying that, I was drawing up like 20 different plans. So we're chilling. We're chilling.
Why don't you share one of your plans to show that you really do have some? I'm not believing you. I don't think you can counter this.
Just
It's
wait,
so
just wait.
good.
Just
all
wait.
right, all right. As an outside perspective here, I think you're both on something. Pi makes sense though, because you're on SLLY. I respect that. I EMEA, like, yeah, they've had some moments, and I think they've had an adjustment period getting Eve into that position. And I don't think that's any slight on Eve. I think it's just one of your better performing players leaves, and you got to adjust, right? The roles aren't 1-to-1. Both in a literal what agents are you playing, but like the roles within the team, right? Like what are you contributing to the team changes, right? And I think EMEA being a team that's really, I feel like from an outside perspective, really relied on like teamwork and communication and like gelling really well together. I feel like they're the kind of team that's going to take a bigger hit than this from a lot of the other teams. And I feel like this is kind of the point where they're going to start to figure it out and put it together. And, you know, no disrespect, but I feel like SLLY has some exploits. They have some weaknesses in their game that a team like EMEA can kind of feast on. Like, I think there are a lot of rounds where Angus and Pi, you two are kind of like either not with the team and or way ahead of the team. Like, I was watching JDG SLLY, and on SLLY's attack round, I counted like 6 times where they could have very easily killed you, Pi, because you were a million miles away from the rest of your team, so far ahead of them, and Angus is solo lurking on the other side of the map, right? And it's like, and those are the, yeah, sure, but I mean, like those kinds of plays persist throughout the team, and I do think that you know, ironically, I think EMEA's biggest strength is SLLY's biggest weakness, right? Is the ability to consistently play off of each other and have good trades and teamwork on like a micro level. And I feel like EMEA is just solid enough that they're going to win this almost no matter how the map ban goes, or really as long as any of their players are playing to their average level. I think it's pretty set in stone here.
Yeah.
All right. And for our final prediction, we have a special one. Who will end with a 1.0 rating on the Angus rating list?
Angus or Toxic?
Angus or Toxic? Well, no, those are different. They do have different ratings.
Well, yeah, but they're like relatively the same.
They're around the same. So basically, if I don't know, theirs is Toxic's is the R1.0 system. I think Angus has something slightly the same.
And we are essentially seeing who would we pred is going to end the tournament exactly, or at least closest to rating 1.0, which is technically average. So who's the most? We're basically saying who is the most average person in the tournament. So to read it from left to right, Pi has put Shadow, Amara has put Robo Hobo, I have put Slow, and Linus has put Silos. I think Pi is smoking crack on the Shadow pick.
That's what I did, so hear me out. When I was asked this one, I was playing Deadlock.
Okay.
And I looked at my rating system, and I saw this guy's right below average. I think he's gonna do better. And then H told me actually it's the Angus rating system. So I looked at the Angus rating system. He's 0.84. So I was like, even better. He's gonna do even better. So I think my pick is good. I think it's gonna end up 1.0. I think Shadow's got it. Yoshi Yamamoto for the win.
I don't. Shadow's gonna be way better than a 1.0.
What?
Like,
oh, you think he's gonna go way better than 1.0?
I don't think he's gonna be significantly better, but I think he's gonna be better. Like I think it'll be like a 1.08
right,
probably.
Put some money on it. How much money do you want to put on this?
I'm not putting money on it.
I think it's a reasonable pick because I think Shadow can and will play much better, but I also think that you guys will have like okay, this is gonna sound really mediocre success for the rest of the season.
Hey.
I think you guys are gonna be close to 500 for the rest of the season, and I think that might limit the potential upside for Shadow to way overshoot this. Right, so I think a 1.0 is pretty fair. When at least now looking at Toxic stats, he's at a 0.9, so you know about a 10% improvement. I think is a very reasonable improvement. I think that's actually like extremely reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
especially given that we already have over half the season done at this point, right? So he's got a smaller sample size to outperform that, which means he really needs to be playing at like a 1.1 rating, which is like pretty well above average. That puts him in like essentially the top 10 or the top 20 players in the league, right?
Yeah.
I believe in Shadow. Linus?
Yeah, the Silos is a little confusing to me. I don't think
yeah, because you said that Silos is the greatest player ever. Shouldn't they be far above 1.0?
Listen, Silos doesn't need to get these high ratings in order to be.
The line does not care for the ratings.
Listen, yeah, the line does not concern himself with the numbers. No, I think
0-13.
I think because Silos is probably one of the more consistent players, like at least to my eyes, they seem very consistent. And they're currently at like 0.9 something. So like I thought it was a very also, I just always shout out my GOAT, but like I thought it was also like a very reasonable pick. I definitely could see them going a lot higher, especially because I think JDG is going to run it all the way to playoffs, low key, and finals, honestly. But yeah, maybe not
Mara?
the best pick, but
Why did you choose Robo Hobo? Did you just look at the stats and you chose somebody in the middle?
Well, no. Well, okay. I started with people between 1.05 and 0.9, right? People who, given how far we are into the season, I think that's the easiest for someone to get there. And I felt like every time I've watched a ZIRC VOD and I've watched them live, Robo Hobo has been the definition of reliable and solid, which is exactly what I feel like the average player in a league should be. You kind of watch them, and unless you are really VOD reviewing them, you kind of don't notice, except for an occasional pop-off moment or an occasional flub. But otherwise, they are pretty consistently average in like a good way, right? I think 1.0 puts you at right a little bit over halfway in the league, right? And I think that's perfect, especially when you consider that Robo was currently the 4th ranked player on ZIRC, right? So if your 4th ranked player is average, I think that says a lot about the success of ZIRC and the potential for them to have future success.
Okay, we don't gotta keep glazing ZIRC. Is ZIRC in the room with you right now?
holding
Um,
her hostage. I cannot confirm
I'm blinking
or
twice.
deny.
A gunpoint. Okay, let's talk about UH. Slow? Let's talk about slow.
So
1600 by 900
So,
pixels.
1600 by
50
900.
FPS.
50 FPS. So Slow
50?
currently on Toxic's
50.
rating sits at a 0.82. He's one of the lowest rated players in the tournament, right? So we've seen NA Slow, we've seen Latam Slow. Have you seen Drunk Slow?
Yes.
Yeah, and
In a
he's
10
worse
man.
No,
Yeah,
he's
it's worse.
way better. You got
for
it.
half a map.
So
half a map.
here's the code.
Half a round.
Ready? We're gonna put Slow on Instalock Phoenix. He's only playing Phoenix every map. He's flashing around every corner he peeks and getting kills. If he starts playing bad, he starts taking tequila shots. The worse he plays, the more shots he takes. And eventually, he'll start playing good or he'll start throwing up. It'll act as like a torture method, right? And then he'll end at
Fake
a
theory.
1.0 rating at the end of the season. Yes, exactly.
So you're basically doing Spank Theory, but for one person.
You know,
Exactly.
I kind of want to see it only because I feel like what's going to happen is he's going to start self-flashing himself because his timing is
Yeah.
going to be fucked.
He's not gentle.
And I think
It's
that's
gonna be
funny.
bad.
He's
I
not
think it's gonna be
Genji.
really funny.
Nah, trust
Alright.
me. When Slow ends the season at a 1.0 rating, y'all will be flabbergasted. Alright.
Anyway, before we go on to the most important segment, let's revisit the poll for who has the best team.
I set it for 24 hours, but there's not probably
Oh,
not a
you're
lot
gonna
of
wait?
people.
And there's 15 votes.
I can read
Everyone
it
hates
out.
me.
I can't show.
Yeah.
I can read it out. So,
read it
Amara's
out.
team of Straight Darshan, Faye, Knight, TMV, and Judas has 3 votes. So does Linus's team with Genji, Toxic, Radical, and Ruby, Mimi, Eva, and my team with Spaceman, Masao, Angus, Luca, Robohobo, and Igneous. And Pai's team has 6 votes with Pai, Amiable, EU, Knight, Laura, Lucas, and Cats Meow, which makes no sense because this is PCMT, meaning that Amiable is bad. Knight hasn't played. They have the Pi lore debuff, and their coach is a silver player.
I
Shame.
think I'm just a genius.
Shame.
I'm telling you, I'm a
Shame.
professional gambler. I'm a professional gambler. And you know what that means? I win. I win when I gamble.
that's not how that works.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Just keep if as long as you're winning, just keep gambling. All in 17 black.
All right.
All right.
That's enough of
Anyways,
that.
let's move on. Let's move on to our most important segment. It's Pi's periodic prize. I didn't record a bit for this because I forgot. So let's hear some nominations from you guys before I give out my prestigious award here.
Oh,
Wait,
there's this
you
camera.
already decided who you were going to give it out to?
I there's a chance I might change my mind, but I already know I have a 90% on who I'm giving it to here.
I don't have a nomination.
I do. I
I
do have
do.
a nomination.
Okay, I wanna
I have one as
I
well.
wanna
Who's
hear
your
this.
nomination, Amara?
Eve for absolutely fucking bending over DRG for 7 rounds straight.
Let's go.
Okay.
I second that
That's-
one actually.
I do not. I don't third it. I
There
have
was a-
someone
there
who's
was-
more worthy.
A 2v4 retake and a fucking ace back to back. That shit's crazy.
That is kind of crazy. I have two. I guess I can combine it into one. So the entirety of ZIRC Wood should be the award, I think.
That's true.
That map was nuts, but more specifically, like, I'll highlight Blitz, Tenyaku, or Blitz, Nibus, and Thighs, because they all played super good. Nibus mainly map 1, but all 3 of them. But Tenyaku deserves this award, because holy shit, he's so fucking fun to watch. It is like pure dopamine when I watch this guy double dash in every time. Like, watching him on Corrode, he would double dash elbow, and ZIRC would just completely ignore him, and he'd just run through sight and get one, and then waylay TP back. And I'm like, how? Like, it is genuinely the most entertaining thing this tournament has to offer, and he just deserves it. He's so fun to watch, and I love it.
I will be giving my award to.
Doesn't even care.
No.
Crazy.
Fuck your nominations.
I do
No.
think you are right, H. I think that map was great, and I think those 4 players were a lot of fun.
I think you should give it to them, Pi. Fuck you. You don't get to pick.
I was gonna give it to Tenyaku. That was my 90% pick.
Yeah, 10.
So,
I think it
but
should go to the entire
Ten-
map. Or
I
the-
think okay. So here's the thing, though. I'm gonna give 2 because one for last week and one for this week because I feel like people forgot the last week's game, but last week's games were so good, and there was
Okay.
they deserve their own awards. So for this week, for last week, I'm going to give it to Sky.
Oh, boo!
Or
That's a
their
terrible
perform-
pick.
What?
You don't give it to Claps for breaking the kill record. You give it to Sky for having like 3 good rounds on Sunset.
Yeah. Do you see?
Didn't
the
Knight also
gameplay?
have 3 aces?
Yeah, Knight.
Wait, no, that was the
no,
last
that was
week.
the week
That was-
before.
Yeah,
that was the week before.
Oh, that was the week before. Okay.
Yeah, it
okay.
was
My
week
bad,
he
my bad,
he
my bad.
got the word single-handedly that week.
I was gonna
Good
give it to
time.
Pavel for last week, but I was like, nah, it's mean. Because that was a really
That's
fun
fucked
game.
up.
Yeah, so I'm not giving Pavel. I'm gonna give it to Sky
All right.
for absolute beast of performance on Sunset there. And then for this week, Tenyaku. Just like you said, some of the most fun gameplay I've ever seen. It's the Tenyaku, the ideal lower elo duelist. Just go in and then let the higher rank behind you get the frag. That's literally the win game plan, and they did it well.
I do also want to highlight Case Bars for donating the $35 to Jingle Jam.
Oh, that too. I will be
There you go.
donating more, so I can get that award for myself.
Shut the
No,
fuck
we are not
up.
giving you the award for doing it out of
know.
being petty.
It is you. Pi, do
cannot
not,
buy this
Do not
award.
donate out
I-
of pettiness. Donate to charity. Do not donate out of pettiness.
Exactly.
But I've said this before. I hate charity.
So then don't
That's
donate.
fine. You just are not allowed to nominate yourself.
Put the money
But the-
towards the new broadcast.
Cal
No, it's
Fredo
I-
brings up a good one. Case Par's Super Pie on split 314 15.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
we're fine.
Yeah, and we don't even mean it negatively. That's just impressive.
That is just
Yeah.
impressive. It's low key goated. And Wing wasn't even
Oh, and
upset.
then-
Wing was gassing him the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's it for
Um,
episode 7. We'll see you in a few days for the matches this week.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Toodaloo.
I'm waving audio listeners.